Hello, everybody, and welcome to Heads Must Roll, a D&D actual play podcast set in a world of tyranny, corruption, revenge, and vigilante justice. Each of our heroes has had a life-altering brush with corruption in their past. Because of their troubled pasts, our heroes were approached by a stranger who invited them to join an underground secret society of vigilante outcasts. The goal of the secret society is to expose and disrupt tyranny and corruption in the government. These are their adventures. Let's get into the world by introducing our characters, starting with Dalana.
Hello, I am Erin. I'm playing Dalana Greydark. She's a half-elf rogue, youngin', 21 years old, just escaped a sex cult, and now is on the run and out for justice.
Man on the run. Woman on the run.
Woman.
Yeah.
Next we got Devin.
I am Devin. I am playing the human monk Daniel Sanwei, who last Ongolian native who tragically lost his master and is now joining forces with the branded hand to seek justice, dude.
And then Henry.
Hey, I'm Henry. I'm playing Dektrin Goran, a human cleric who is an ex-member of the zombie-destroying organization called the Scourge Purgers, who recently parted ways with said organization due to a disagreement with the leadership. So he's now with the branded hands to try and find a better way for his beloved organization to continue. There you go.
Awesome. And then Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm playing Eli, the half-elf Hexblade. Tonight he finds himself returning to his roots as an enforcer. Oddly enough, preparing for a fight. While he had been considering ways that were maybe less violent, tonight might makes right.
All right, and I am Jake, and I am playing Ingus, who is a halfling bard, and he is an aspiring clown with some deep, dark issues. Finally, we have Kurt.
All right, I'm Kurt. I'm playing Riven, a human rogue who is rich, privileged, outcast, and dangerously naive, trying desperately to rush at the branded hand fraternity.
Definitely. All right, so that's who we are, and I'm going to hand it over to our DM. Thank you.
All right, my name's Eric, and I'll be your DM for this evening. All right, if everybody's ready, we can get rolling. All right, so
roll.
Because
All right.
these dice.
Rolling.
I get.
And also we're playing rolls.
I can
Just so many rolls.
I-
All the rolls.
I can say for a fact that is the first roll pun ever made in regards to Dungeons and Dragons. Verifiable
Absolutely.
fact.
My goodness, we witness history among us.
You heard it here first.
Historic
kids
day.
at home.
First for everything,
Extra, read all about it.
Extra, read all about it.
So last time, seriously, our heroes gained some clues as to the whereabouts of Orton and his band of street thugs. After interrogating a charmed gang member, the group learned of a secret entrance to Orton's lair, which was apparently in or around a local butcher shop and barn. After some careful planning, the group split up into 3 teams to investigate. Dalana and Ingus went inside the butcher shop to speak to the owner and search for secret entrances. Daniel and Riven, also known as the Sneaky Boys, decided to search the surrounding area and outside barn houses for clues. Dek and Eli posted outside the shop as lookouts. Ingus and Dalana were able to distract the butcher long enough for Dalana to sneak into the back room and look for clues, but none were found. Ingus, with his gift of gab, was able to keep the butcher from discovering his true intentions, but ended up buying 12 gold worth of assorted meat in order to avoid suspicion. Outside, Daniel and Riven quickly found a trail leading to a small pig hutch by the main barn, and after some thorough, albeit messy investigation by Daniel, a trapdoor was found hidden under a layer of soiled pig bedding. With their new knowledge of the hidden entrance, the party decided to regroup back at the full mast inn to plan their next steps. Now, with 40 pounds of assorted meat on hand, Daniel freshly bathed, and a possible entrance to Orton's lair found, the party is ready to stage their attack.
Damn, that was good.
I just want to say, for clarity, I believe it's 42 pounds of meat.
Was it 42 specifically?
I would rather, I think, because that means I got a slightly better deal than you're insinuating, you know?
Still not a good
I
Okay.
thought about that.
I was going to put in about 40 pounds of meat, roughly 40 pounds of meat, because I knew it was in that ballpark.
What the number that should stick into your head is the 12 gold that was spent on it. Actually, is the poor amount of judgment that went into that.
You guys are all going to learn someday that money is meaningless, okay?
Well, especially
To a
Dungeons and
clown,
Dragons money.
money means
Yeah.
nothing.
Money is no meat sack.
To one clown, money means
That
nothing.
42
butcher-
is the answer to life, the universe, and how much meat Jake bought.
Well, if we sold that breastplate for 2,000 gold, it'd be worth it.
It's an investment.
Would you say it's an invest meat?
Investment.
So
Thank
funny.
you. Thank you. Hold your
Yeah.
It
applause.
is the
Yeah,
number
put
one,
the
the
applause
rated number
right
one
there.
sausage in Best Bofus.
Really zoom in on fucking Henry's thing.
Invest meat. It's actually like chopped up leather vests.
I like
Turn
it.
into sausage or something.
What's the armor bonus from raw meat?
Yeah, we have 42 pounds of invest meat now in the freezer. It's like jerky. So yeah, I think what time of day did we say it was? It's late evening or early evening?
Yeah, so it'd be like early evening, so like just about like the dinner crew is like just rolling in at the inn.
It's getting close to bar o'clock is what it is.
Mhm.
to drink a
Have an
clock.
early dinner and then push out. No reason to fight on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we
totally.
think-
Yeah.
Well, we did give the kitchen boy, all the
boy.
meat to boy. Make
Kitchen
meat
boy.
with meat we provide.
We are definitely eating an invest meat dinner right now, for sure.
It's true. You have to.
Well, I'm gonna choke down my invest meat and have a sip of wine, and then be like, "So we're gonna head out tonight. Do you think the cover of night is the best way to go? Because like once we're in a hole, night or day doesn't matter, you know."
Nah, man. Holes don't discriminate kids' times of day, dude.
I suspect we may be better received if we arrive at night. It seems more plausible that we'd be coming back with prisoners at night.
I was going to say that there could be less guards out at night, so that would be maybe they would have an idea. They would have less of an idea of new guards or new faces, what have you. So.
Or at least like more drowsy guards.
For
Maybe
sure.
Like they miss their naps.
Might be a smaller night crew as well.
There we
It's
go.
possible.
The janitorial crew gonna be fighting with mops
The janitorial crew.
in the pig pen hole.
I think in the sense of like for this, what the sneaky boys can do is when we drop down the distraction, you know, the Trojan horse of our friends, then we will sneaky boy slowly tail them, and also like hang out in the shadows and stuff, and do cool Splinter Cell, Metal Gear Solid like kicks on the hallway. Yeah, and then we're like sitting up there and shit. Like that'd be pretty cool. While these guys like are the face and, you know, kiss babies and stuff.
Do you have a box you put over yourself?
The face of the fake prisoners.
Yeah, no, I just cover myself in pig shit and blend in. Like that's what I do.
Well, what do
Chameleon.
we stole the 2 costumes from those dead half orcs.
Super dead, yeah,
So we have 2 golden studded leathers.
sure do.
So Deck and I will be prisoners because there's no way a halfling would be part of this thing. And then everybody else needs to somehow be a Children of Chaos or a Street Reaver. So we have 2 costumes.
Well, I know they have half elves though.
Yeah, so that'll
Oh,
work out.
you could be Farah. Do you think they'll even know the difference?
No, I think if they're paying her terribly, they don't know who she is really.
But if we do say that she's Farah, we run the risk of someone being like, "Hey, I know you. You're not Farah."
Farrah's been my best friend for 17 years.
But we never stole Farah's cloak, right? Or did we?
Or her name tag. Yeah, we never took that either.
I really hope she had a name tag that just said, "I'm Farah of the Children of Chaos."
Eric, your description didn't go over how valiantly hard we worked at making sure Farah stayed alive and got a whole new life outside of the city. We're here.
I didn't. Well, I could have gone into like some huge, beautiful tangent on how great that was, but I decided to just say that you interrogated her. But I mean, there's like 45 minutes to an hour of footage devoted to her life after Best Bofus.
Also, I very nearly did kill her.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm also very glad that you glazed over the fact that me and Riven were posed and ready to obliterate her entire career.
Yeah, you guys didn't resort to torture. I was very proud of it.
After all the talk of it, too.
Well
Yeah.
done. I know, right?
Like in front of her
I
face,
thought
too. It's really
it would be
weird.
torture.
Yeah, I'm keeping the audience on their toes. You think that I'm the nice guy, and then I'm like, no, we'll just fucking kill him.
Yeah, just no. It's the cleric that wants blood.
I have 2 manacles from when we were in that carriage way back when.
Ooh.
Two sets of manacles?
2 sets. Old Ingus knew something that was going to come up with those.
Mm-hmm. He read the script.
It's in the script.
Read ahead.
And I'm the only one that actually reads the script. So yeah, so I'm going to slap those manacles from way back when on the table. And I'm going to, jab at Deck and be like, we should figure out a way to put these on ourselves, make it look convincing, but be able to break out of it very easily.
Indeed. I'm going to kind of take one of the pairs of manacles, kind of inspect it, see if I can notice any sort of like... I want to say... I'm picturing like a catch of some sort.
Oh, like a latch?
Yeah, like it locks, or it looks attached, but then it's just like easily like shrug. I don't know.
We can see if we can use our rusty nail to break the lock.
We could do that. Yeah,
The
That's pretty
rusty
possible.
nail.
The trusty rusty.
Oh, there it
Trusty
is.
rusty now.
Would we be able to do like a check of some sort to know if we successfully are able to like manipulate these manacles in a way that's easily broken out of?
You could. Let's see.
So I have thieves' tools and a burglar's pack. So could I, instead of picking a lock, break the lock?
Or just disable it.
Disable, break. What's the difference, really, right?
What you could do is whoever's wearing the manacles on them could do a sleight of hand check, since sleight of hand is basically like a physical deception check, to make it look like they are locked, but have them not actually be locked.
Okay.
So that would be to make them look like they're locked, but then you could easily just go like and break out of it. Because at first, like you look at them, they're rusty and kind of crusty, but they're effective, so they would work like any other pair of manacles.
Would that be a check we should do now, or right before we go in?
Probably whenever the person sets them up,
Okay.
that would be like when they would have like the
check.
sleight of hand check to see how well they're hidden, I suppose.
Okay, but can we gain advantage by jamming meat in the lock?
It's very leathery.
I-
So
A bit of
No.
gristle in there. Just like,
I don't know if having
keyhole.
meat that might raise some questions if anyone was looking at it. Like, why is there meat in this lock?
Well, no, it'd just be like a small amount of meat.
When you have
Rules.
12 gold worth of meat, you get creative on what you're doing with it, all right?
before
Sorry.
it goes bad, gotta use it some
Trying to
fucking
see a
how.
return on my invest meat.
Yeah, rules is written. I don't know if jamming meat in a lock has much of an effect.
I feel like since I have proficiency in rogue skills, I should be allowed to try.
You can't pick a lock with meat.
Riven, you weren't even able to do it with the rusty nails, so how are you gonna do it?
I
with
was.
meat?
I absolutely. That's why we have the rusty nail still.
We failed a lot with that nail.
But it was the friends we made along the way that mattered.
So I'm feeling confident that we can manipulate. What's your stealth, by the way, Deck?
I have a fat -2 stealth. So
Hell yeah.
Oh.
yeah, same thing with sleight of hand and pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's why he's
that-
in the manacles.
Well, that throws an invest meat in the manacles. What do we do?
So I have a 4 for sleight of hand.
I mean, Deck is like a guy. He can look like a Children of Chaos. So yeah, why not have? Maybe we could have 3 prisoners. Oh, we only have 2 manacles though, but we have rope.
and two outfits.
You could just tie someone up.
We could just tie everyone up. I mean, but what are you gonna use the manacles for later, right? Like that's you're right. No, it's in the script. It's got the image. I'm on the level now. Never mind. You're right. I lost the narrative for a moment.
So yeah, what should we? Is Deck fired from the performance? Has he lost his job?
Theoretically, like Riven could just put the manacles on me, and then he could do the check.
Oh, he could be the one that has his hand on the manacles or something like that.
Yeah, I could like make it so they stick together using some of the meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's big Jedi robes? Where's our big overly sized Jedi robes that like we can just put on someone so that way like you have it on, but you can't see because there's fucking big old wizard sleeves hanging over that shit.
That's very smart.
Hey, Alan, dude, bring me your finest giant oversized wizard robe that you have, or the least finest that you have. Lost and found. This place got a lost and found. How lucky am I today?
I think we've gone over this before. I think they do have a lost and found.
Right? I think we stole a jacket from
We're
them.
gonna end up with a burlap sack, guys.
Actual meat and rusty nail aside, can I use my thieves' tools to try and disable the locks and give them advantage on holding them together? Because if you don't have to worry about them locking on you, I feel like you do a better job of pretending that they're locked.
I wish we just had the key. I wonder if it's like regular handcuffs, how it's like you just have one key and you can unlock any set of handcuffs. By the way,
Is that really how it is?
that's how it works. It's
Really?
just one handcuff key, right? It seems like an oversight, huh?
So Eli, you have a robe. You borrowed it to Deck before.
Yes.
Yep, we do have a large robe.
I'm perfectly willing to just sling a bed sheet over myself and pretend as best I can.
Charlie Brown it, yeah.
Deck and I will still be the healers.
It's fine with me.
The stealth thing is going to go poorly for Deck. But
If I have a set of manacles otherwise in my inventory,
you just have them?
yeah, it was part of the. It was kind of this like additional set of stuff from a hexblade for some.
The BDSM kit.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't even know what to do with it.
Eli's got a sex swing in his hotel room.
Jot that down. There's an idea for the Patreon vault.
Nope, I only got a crowbar.
I'm not DMing that one.
Yeah.
Crowbar is kind of weird. I also have a wooden stake. I don't know if we wanted to put that through someone.
Vamps from Los Angeles.
I don't know. Do manacles normally come with keys?
Yeah, so if you have like a set of manacles, it comes like with one key to get out of the manacles if you like buy them.
Does that key work on these manacles? Can I try?
No, so it'd be like one key like per set. So it's not like a master key of all manacles.
Dang it.
No.
Otherwise, every prisoner would just keep a key in their asshole.
Unless they don't think about it ahead of time. I mean, you have to plan on getting captured to do that.
You gotta be smart.
You gotta be the Boy Scout of criminals. Always be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, but you'd have to put it back like every day, and that'd be annoying.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, just add it to the routine, right? It's like you don't forget your wallet, you don't forget your keys, you don't forget the key up your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't leave home without it.
So I am going to, while everyone's discussing this, I'm literally just gonna go run up into my room and grab a sheet off the bed and do my best to wrap it around myself and look like a healer.
Cool.
Well, you don't need to be a healer, right? You could just be a person that was getting healed, because that's still illegal, right?
Well, based on my costume choice, I'm gonna be a healer.
Okay, well, your choice.
Yeah, probably like a disguise or some shit, right?
Yeah, so disguise, which I think is intelligence. Then if you have like a kit, you get your proficiency bonus.
I have a disguise kit, so
Okay, so you'd get your proficiency bonus to your disguising check.
it's a +3. Let's see how we do. 7 + 3, 10.
Solid.
It's average.
So you look kind of like what a stereotypical cleric or healer would look like. You look kind of nunnish, but like a very like lowbrow healer.
Yeah.
So you kind of heal.
The costume department did a bad job, but the performance is one to never be forgotten.
Do we have a singular length of rope that we could just tie around like his waist to make him look like fucking...
Yeah, we got some silk rope.
Yeah, we have plenty of rope.
We'll cut off a section for you.
Cool. Well, I'm all set. My role in this production is ready to go.
What you drinking there, Daniel?
Daniel's son Wei is drinking Wild Turkey 101.
He's drinking generic brand of whiskey.
Oh yeah, sorry. Insert no title here. We're drinking Burger King branded.
We are not sponsored by Wild Turkey.
Not sponsored, but they are very tasty.
What else do we have to figure out in order to
So it's me and who else is wearing the other looky cloaks?
The disguises.
the very best performers should be doing this, because you're the one that has to pass muster, right? In terms of like talking and communicating with people.
So would that be performance or deception?
I could argue that you could probably, because I know that Eli leans more in the intimidation side of charisma. So I could say that you could just
You could bull her away. It'll be fine.
barrel chest your way into being like, I'm a better whatever. What am I called? What's the bad guys called again?
Children of Chaos.
Street Reavers.
I'm a better child of chaos ever than you ever seen before, and I'll beat you up, nerd.
Halt! Who goes there? Are you challenging me?
Write this down. This is the script.
Riven, you still have that slashed up demon armor, right?
I do, with the giant demon bite taken out of the side.
Yeah, so that's 3 costumes. There we go. We're getting there.
I thought I'm a sneaky boy though.
Well, you can hand the costume to somebody else, you know.
I think everyone is costumed up. We got the 2 healers. We've got the two fake boys, the 2 children of chaos boys. In terms of, we don't have enough costumes to go around for sneaky boys. So Sneaky Boys are in the nude. We're painting ourselves black and like just like cartwheeling through and like really trying to blend in, I guess.
There's nothing sneakier than cartwheels.
That no one will ever suspect the cartwheeling guys.
That's actually something they taught me in clown school. Nothing is sneakier than cartwheels.
One of the key tenets of being a clown is cartwheels are inconspicuous always.
They'll never see me coming.
But they'll hear you with that fucking soundtrack behind you. They'll hear you. So I think in the sense of us, like who's on first and who's on second, I think we got our bases loaded.
Yeah, we ready.
Be good.
We gotta get in there. We gotta fucking punch and stab and
What do we
push
do
people
about-
off cliffs.
Our weaponry.
Oh, they won't. Oh, well, you're robe and you don't have weapons, as far as I know, Bard.
I do too. I have a
You have like a blowpipe or whatever.
I have a
right?
rapier and a short bow. I do have a blowpipe.
Deck, I can carry your weapon.
Oh,
Or it can be under the
Thank you.
robe. You got big fancy
Oh
robe.
yeah, you got a robe too.
You do like the classic cinematic thing where you reach back behind your neck and you pull out a great sword.
comes out of nowhere. There's no like hilt above my head, but it's just like.
Yes.
What kind of weapon do you have?
Yeah, I was actually curious as well. Is it a great sword?
No, it's a mace and a shield.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we could just hide that somewhere. Whatever. Who cares?
Is your shield like a buckler or is it like a big old shield?
Let me check. It just says shield. So I'm picturing like a square or no,
Whatever you want.
it's like a round, like a buckler kind
The
of.
world is your
Probably.
oyster.
Yeah, you could definitely have that on your back.
We are wasting so much time talking about nothing.
This is very important.
Gotta get the details right.
We're painting the image in the audience's mind, man.
This would be great for the podcast audience, you know? Because they've not gotten enough yet.
Yeah. They can picture the bucklers and the cartwheels.
The naked cartwheels.
Plain shield. Why one last question is we're going to try to deceive ourselves through as far as possible until we have to fight, right? We're not going in guns blazing, we're going brains then brawn, right? I hate myself and I'll probably cut that out.
No, it's in.
I mean, we could have just gone guns blazing. We could have just gone.
I was gonna say I have just a worry on if we. I just have a worry if we go in pretending and then we get in the middle or whatever, and then we're getting hit from both sides, you know. So like if we're on one singular track of like of a railroad of destruction, then at least there's no one coming from behind.
We'll just say, hey, it's Orton around. Try to get him, maybe
Yeah.
talk to us, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
and then
Orton, we got some smokes for you, or whatever.
Well, that's why the sneaky boys got to cover our exit.
Well, the sneaky boys, hopefully we can, like I said, hopefully we can do super cool, like, Assassin's Creed stealth kills, you know? Just like, and, like, getting behind them and throwing them in wheelbarrows and stuff. Like, that'd be super cool.
But until the fighting starts, if you can just make sure that our way out is clear, that's cool too.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be your shadows, bro.
This is going to be our last episode, isn't it? We're all going to die.
We're all dead, yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I had another completely alternate thought. I'm just going to throw it out, but I'm ready to leave. We can just toss a bunch of hay down there, start it on fire, and smoke them out, and then kill them when they're outside.
But we don't know if they have alternate exits.
Well, that's a job for the sneaky boys to find out.
That was a job for yesterday.
We could reconnoiter the entire base over the course of several weeks.
Yeah, exactly. We help them throw the fucking bales of hay in there, and they excite and they go, "All right, sneaky boys, find the other exit." Like just running.
Follow the smoke.
Yeah, sniffing the air. Where's the burnt pig shit?
Or let's, just go down there balls blazing or whatever.
Balls blazing.
Balls
Sure.
blazing. That happens a lot at the full mast.
Yeah, that's merch right there. That's on a shirt. Balls blazing. Yeah, let's mosey. Let's get going.
Mosey?
Yeah, let's mosey.
Okay,
I'm gonna get some coal from the fireplace and I'm gonna put it underneath my.
the fire is still going on.
So I considered that. However, one, yeah, the fire was blazing, and two, the bar is filled with people.
Yeah, there's the dinner crowd is in, but I mean, Daniel, if you wanted to like sneak some coals out, there might be a couple only somewhat hot ones.
Or in like the bucket next to it, like Ebenezer Scrooge style, you know?
Oh, not the ashes, the unburnt coals. Like you grab some lumps and you're like,
Yeah. It looks really cool. Looks cooler than how you're depicting it, but yeah. It's totally not lame at all. Looks really solid and sick.
Yeah, those like sun things are really important at night to have under your eyes.
That moonlight gets bright.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So a couple clarifying questions from the DM. Okay, who is going to be cloaked as a Children of Chaos member? I believe Dalana was,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'll be it.
Okay, and Eli is.
Rely.
Okay, and then you guys talked about 2 are going to be manacled as prisoners?
Yep.
Okay, who's going to be manacled?
That would be Dek and myself.
Okay, and then Ingus, you were also dressed up as like a healer?
Yeah, got 10 on my disguise check, though.
As much as a blanket
Feel pretty
can
good
make
about
you a
that.
healer, yeah.
And so you guys are basically going to be, to make it look like you are bringing 2, like, prisoner clerics to the hideout, right? That's the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, like, immediate execution isn't their response to that.
Well, I was going to say, I hope we show up and they go, we don't take prisoners. And then they, like, throw them over the edge and go, ah! It's like, oh, great, I'm glad we made the whole plan.
Okay, and then Riven and Daniel, what are you 2 going to be up to while the other 4 are kind of making their entrance?
We're gonna be sneaking.
Yeah, we're going to be up to no good.
What does that mean, I guess? So you guys kind of know, like, the layout that, like, they're going to be going towards, like, the entrance, which is, like, basically this little, like, pig hut. But what are you 2 going to be doing while those 4 are kind of going towards that entrance?
Maybe we could do, like, a halfling on someone's shoulders thing and then have, like, the cloak dragging down over them.
Because that works every time.
I'm
yeah.
literally
You
hiding
can
them
do that.
under my body.
That
No.
No, Daniel's not about it.
That's a bad idea, dude.
That would take a lot of planning.
Yeah, that only works if you're children. Like, that only works if you're children. As far as I thought, is we would be the party's shadow. We would be the infiltration squad shadow. So we would just kind of slink around, sneak around, be sneaky boys. That's all. I'm leaning
Solid,
into that's
solid
that's just it.
What's
yeah.
the plan? We're going to be sneaky boys.
Be sneaky boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
say no more.
We thought of every detail.
I mean, it's simple. It's a very simple plan.
There's gonna be shadows. There's gonna be cartwheels. We'll pull it all together at the last minute.
Buck ass naked, just with 2 little like football.
So, but what you're literally saying is your plan is to attempt to be 100% invisible in there the
Invisible.
entire time.
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
We are going to hide behind barrels.
Good
We're gonna
luck.
hide behind you. We're gonna split kick up into the hallway ceiling, so that way people can walk underneath us unaware that we're even there. Like I think it's
course.
gonna work out
Oh,
perfectly.
man.
And if it doesn't, then it just means your guys' disguise didn't work out and we just have to kill everyone. Oh no.
If anyone finds you, we don't fucking know you, okay?
Gosh, you sound like my family on outings.
Okay, so Dek and Ingus, the guys who are manacled, so you guys are going to set up those manacles as if they're locked, but they are not going to be truly locked, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I want somebody to make like a sleight of hand to make it look like they're locked. I'll give you advantage since everyone's kind of working on it, but also I'll let you guys kind of make that check, I guess, now, and we'll say that you'll have that or set that up kind of outside, I guess, because you probably don't want to do that inside the inn.
Yeah. Who has the best sleight of hand?
I have a +5.
I also have a 5. What do you got, Riven? What's your sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. It is 4.
Dalana? What was your sleight of hand? I'm just looking at rogue characters. I don't need to ask Dek. Sorry, Dek.
-2, baby.
I'll just roll, but with advantage, you said?
Yeah, since like multiple people are going to be working on it, so I'll give you advantage.
This one roll is for both me and Dek, or just one of us?
I would say, yeah, use the same one since it's basically the same attempt.
All right, come on, baby Jesus.
Come on, Space Jesus.
9 + 5 is one of them, and 17 + 5, so 22.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll take the 22 and we'll use that for both. So it's at first glance, it's very, very convincing that they are actually locked, but they are instantly get outable.
Get out of
Get
it.
outable.
Get outable.
I'm always thinking of the Star Wars with Chewbacca, how he's got him. He's like, the clasp just won't shut. And it's like, but he had all that hair, so it works out. So like, it didn't even matter. Grow hair, guys. Come on.
Thump. Hmm.
So, is there anything else? And then while everyone was talking, it did begin to rain outside. So it's going to be night. So it's like early evening. It's dark out right now, but it's cloudy and it has begun to rain.
So much for our eye black.
I'm very glad I'm wrapped in a bedsheet.
Yeah, it's going to be soaking wet. It's going to be like a wet t-shirt contest, but a bed sheet on you.
You know, have that weird mascara running look.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. I got that black shit on my fucking face. It's going to run down.
Is there anything else you wanted to do or plan, I guess, before we set like the plan in motion?
How much money do we all have together?
I'd like to draw up a will.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. How much money? I have $21.
I have 59 gold.
Okay, so 70 some odd.
I have some demon bite armor.
I'm asking because we can buy as many healing potions potentially before the store closes as we can.
I have 60 gold and 42 pounds of meat.
All right. I have 16 gold.
So we have at least 2 potions, is what I'm hearing.
Well, how much is a potion?
50 gold, right?
Yeah.
I've got 253 silver and 11 gold.
Okay. All right. I think we can get like 3 potions, is what I'm hearing.
I've got 76 gold.
We can get 4 potions. That's what I'm hearing.
Do you think we can trade meat for potions?
Unlikely. But, I mean, we could try.
You want some porterhouses for a healing potion?
I'm sure the audience wants us to go down the meat avenue again in this episode.
No, we're going down the potion avenue with meat. That's, it's an investment. Invest meat.
But then if they don't accept it, we have to drag 42 pounds of meat back to the refrigerator.
No, we'll just take it with us to the party and offer that in prisoners.
As great as that is, I feel like we should rebalance our portfolio to be less long on meat.
Our resume, our cover letter is just like, so I'm really good at making meat last long.
Open up an IR Angus.
Shut up.
Cut that out. That was no good.
It wasn't good.
We should start our own Reddit investment page called Wall Street Meats.
It's got that guy with the sunglasses with 2 huge slabs of steak in his hands.
Where's the Besfosis stock exchange? Is it...
Where's the potion shop?
Okay, so how much of my money am I deleting so we can buy a marginal amount of healing potions?
All of it, because I all of it. So I'm gonna math it again. I got 21 for me, 59 for Deck. I wrote 16 for, I think that's what Dalana said. I got 71. I don't remember who said 70.
I did.
71. I got 30 because I think that's what you said, Riven.
36. Yep.
Ingus has
32 silver, 320 silver, and 30 gold, so 60.
So that is 5 potiones.
I mean, I still have that 288 silver. 288 silver.
That would be enough.
That would be enough to put us over the top.
It's 317. It's 317 gold is what we can pool, so we can have the change, the 17, be put back into our
fund.
Yeah, make up for
Into
our
our
meat
meat
loss.
slush fund.
So then all our gold is just gone.
All would
We
have
just
one potion, yeah.
I just want to say a quick gotcha to the audience. You guys thought you were tuning in for D&D. It turns out it's math homework.
Which is still D&D. So I am down to do to go take a beer run for the party and go to the nearest potion seller.
Okay.
Give me your finest potions. And then give a healing potion to each persona.
A 6-pack, if you will.
Yeah, a 6er.
Okay. Now I have 0 gold, 6 silver, and 180 copper.
And there's 17 gold in the.
He's going to bet it all on a game of God's Eye.
I should!
He actually runs off into an alley.
We never see Daniel again.
That was so funny. Oh man, if only I was that guy, that'd be great.
So you would know that Grom sometimes does have potions that he hides in small liquor bottles
The guy?
for branded hands members. Yep. So at the bar, you might have to kind of give him a wink since there's other people at the bar. But he hides potions in bottles that branded hands members can buy from him.
Yeah, we do the commonly known the hand sign that says potions, please.
Yeah.
I'll take a sarsaparilla.
It looks an awful lot like the sign for scissoring.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do the thing. How do you do it? I don't know how to do it.
All right. So Daniel, you walk up to the bar, and Grom comes over trying to look like he doesn't recognize you and goes, "What'll you have, young man?"
One of your finest drinks, dude, of the healthy variety.
And I'll be doing the chicken dance in the background.
Okay, and he kind of looks in the back and looks back at you and goes,
6 though.
he kind of leans in a little bit, and he goes, "I've got 3, but I gotta charge you 30 gold a piece. It's a big discount."
That's huge, dude. I'll fucking do it.
Give me my money back.
Here, just
I know. Yeah, hold on. I really gotta math this garbage out now. Okay. Yeah, I hand over the money because I've been gifted everyone's money, so that I hand over the 90 gold.
so he nonchalantly tries to take a lot of gold from you, and then he kind of pulls out these 3 what looks kind of like smaller whiskey bottles, and then kind of pushes them towards you. So they don't look like normal healing potions, but for this price, it's probably a lot more than whiskey.
All right, yeah. And I pocket that shit.
Give me my money back.
We're all in this together. We should gladly share our money.
Yeah, so whoever gave me 60, I give you a potion and your 30 gold back.
Okay.
Remember, whoever gave me 36, I give you a potion and your gold back. Woo! And whoever gave me 70, I give you a potion and your 41 gold back.
I just want everyone to realize that we just nonchalantly slipped him the equivalent of a briefcase full of cash right now. Like hundreds of silver pieces.
We're at the back table and nobody else.
I'm so confused on whose money's whose.
He's like walking back to the bar just jingling. And he's got hundreds and hundreds of silver pieces on him now.
Okay, so yeah, so the people that some people that gave me money, so I gave some money back.
I took mine back for sure.
So I have 2 people's that isn't my own's monies, and I know one of them's 59 gold. And that's Deck. All right, I'm a good bookie.
You are a good money mender, something or other.
And so I'm gonna take Deck's money to the fucking Walgreens down the road.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm gonna go try and buy a potion for $50.
By the way, corporate sponsors, that Walgreens could be CVS,
Maybe a Rite Aid. Who knows? Whoever wants to.
Walmart pharmacy. We're not picky.
Yeah, so Daniel, you are looking for like other potions?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so down the road there's like an old magic shop. It's called Malgo's Magic, and outside on the sign you can see that it has Malgo's Magic Shop, and you can see in a big X, it's magic is crossed out, and then on the side it's written stuff. So now it's Malgo's stuff on the square. But it seems like that may be a place that would have what you're looking for.
I open the door and the bell jingles. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so you open the door, bell jingles a little bit, and you can see there's a really like kind of old bearded man that's kind of like, he looks like he's kind of like folding up some robes by the side. You can see there's a lot of different like robes kind of hanging up around. It looks more like a clothing shop at first sight. He looks over here and goes, oh, yes, young man, can I help you?
What's up? Yeah, I need to buy healing potions.
Are you hurt?
Not yet, but it's gonna happen. Let's say it's been known to happen, you know?
I see. You know, those are very expensive, young man. They're hard to come by.
Oh, I know.
You're getting profiled right now.
Yeah, it sucks. But like I got money. What are you selling them for, old man?
I have some left over, but I'd have to charge you 60 gold pieces. If you have that, they're very hard to find.
You're busting my balls, old man. 60 gold pieces? You kidding me? I can go down to the next store over and I can get those for 40 gold pieces. I'm lying. I'm gonna lie. So you telling me you're gonna try and haggle me for 60? Flat dice. Oh, good. I got a 3.
And he goes, I couldn't give you them for just 40. No one would sell you them for that cheap.
See, I lowballed them, right?
They're hard to find, and I could easily get in trouble for just giving them out.
Well, you're not gonna give them out. I'm gonna buy them from you for like, how's 50 gold sound?
You have 50 gold pieces on you.
Do you have the capacity to sell them for 50 gold pieces?
I would need to see it, I think, before I believed it.
All right, I put a stack of 50 gold pieces on the table.
Okay, and he counts them out, and he kind of like looks at you, and he looks down at the gold, and he goes, I'm not going to ask how you came about this money, but I think I could be able to give you one of the potions I have.
Great, and then I put down 2 other stacks of 50 gold pieces, and I say, make it 3.
Okay, and he looks at you, and his eyes kind of widen, and he goes, I'm not going to ask how you came about this money, but you don't look like someone that would normally be able to come about this kind of money on his own. But he kind of like pushes the money off to the side and kind of goes back and like reaches under the counter, kind of opens up a cabinet, and he comes out with these that have like this kind of like pink liquid inside of them, and then he hands them to you. He goes, here, these are healing potions that I got from a friend a while ago, but if you ask, you didn't get them from me.
Sure. I don't even know your name. And I like am looking at the stuff as I'm shoveling it into my pockets, into my inventory pocket. I go like, whatever, old man, and I throw it in there.
He holds out his hand. He goes, my name's Malgo, and you are?
Well, dude, if we're supposed to keep this on the DL, you really just screwed the whole pooch there, dude.
The store is named after me.
I'm like, but I'm Daniel, and then I shake his hand, I guess.
He goes, nice doing business with you, Daniel. Come back if you have any other needs.
Yeah, hopefully he won't try to oversell me too, shyster. And then I walk out.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
See you next time! And I'm gonna go.
And we're standing outside the store waiting for you.
Yeah, you guys are in the rain, like...
Come on, god damn it.
All right, I give the 2 potions, 1 to Dek, 1 to Del, and then I got 1 each. Boop, 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 boop.
Thank
And
you.
I gave
Daniel.
you 9 gold back, Dek.
Hey, all right.
And then Dalana, we do have no money. we have no money. It's all gone. And so I pocket that shit.
Who needs money?
I'm used to not having it, I guess. It's fine. So, but we also no longer have that 17 gold in the party fund.
We got meat though. Alright.
So from this magic shop, how far is it to the butcher shop?
Just be like a few blocks. So not far, so maybe like less than a 10-minute walk.
Do we all feel ready for this?
Potion of healing is 1d8 plus 1.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Is that the same for the whiskey bottle ones?
Yep, so they're all going to be like that, and that's like your basic potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2. Damn.
That's so weird. All I see is a potion of healing greater, superior, and supreme, but there's no just basic potion of healing on the D&D Beyond. That's bizarre.
But you can't trust D&D. What are they? It's not like they wrote the book or nothing.
Greater's 4d4 plus 4, superior 8d4 plus 8, and supreme 10d4 plus 20. That's a lot of d4s.
But like as far as I remember, OG is just 1d8 plus 1. Like plus caster level, which is usually 1. You could get 2 points of healing back. And it was like, oh, well, that was a really shitty potion, you know? But this one is like, you'll get minimum 4 points of health back.
That's crazy. So this one is 2d4 plus... No, wait.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
Whatever like a healing spell is, yeah.
Classical strength.
Dang.
Yep, original strength recipe.
It's got all 7 herbs and spices in it.
Yep, and then the supreme ones have double the
They got that
spices.
Dr. Pepper
That's,
ingredient,
yeah,
you know?
the 13
all 20
different flavors.
This fantasy world is so corporate.
Really is. And we were talking about like
It's a
employment
franchise.
bonuses, I think, last session.
Meat stock.
Parallels are amazing. How much do they pay you? What are the benefits of
Yeah.
working for the Children of Chaos? Is there a retirement plan?
These are important things to know. So let's head over to the butcher shop to our untimely demise.
Yeah, we're for sure like 100% gonna die. This will be the end of the campaign is tonight.
At least we'll die poor.
And then we get all new characters.
Start from level 1.
As is tradition.
You guys are going to do great. So you guys begin to kind of slog through the rain towards kind of like the square that the butcher shop is kind of like on the corner where some different roads meet. As you begin to approach, you can kind of see through the rain that kind of posted up on one of like the fence posts that's kind of next to where like the pig pen is that had the hidden trapdoor in it. You can see there's one guy in kind of like a black cloak that seems to be like smoking something under his hood, posted up by the fence post that's maybe 10 to 15 yards away from where like the pig hutch is. But other than that, at first glance, you can't seem to find anyone else that could be kind of posted up. Like there's kind of like some townsfolk kind of running through the rain, but there's not many people out on the street other than this one guy that's kind of leaned up against the fence. Other than that, everything's very quiet.
What kind of race does he seem to be?
He's got his hood up, so he's smoking something, and so he's kind of like hunched over it to keep the rain from taking his smoke out.
There's no street lamps or nothing, I assume.
There aren't any street lamps in this district.
Yeah.
So, and the sun is like, it's pretty much dark at this point, so it's pretty hard to see. You can see there's like some light coming from, or like candlelight coming from inside some of like the windows of the different houses, but otherwise it's very, very dark.
Just see the illumination of like his little stovepipe or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean over to Ingus and say, would you have any way of keeping him quiet?
You mean like killing him? Putting him to sleep, you're saying?
Like, keeping him quiet while we killed him.
Well, I could certainly put him to sleep, I suppose. And then he might set himself on fire with his pipe.
Do you have uses of spells? Like, do you have a limited amount of...
Yeah, I have... Well, cantrips are unlimited, right? And then I have 3 first-level spells. So putting him to sleep would be one of my 3 spells.
3 spells?
3 spells until I do a
And
short
you're our only
rest.
spellcaster?
No.
For him and Eli, yeah. And Dek.
I don't think I have anything better.
I mean, we could just put the stealthy boys in action.
Wait, so is it just a guy sitting there trying to smoke?
Can we do like a perception to see?
Yeah.
Looks like Devin.
You guys should totally like start leading your quarry over the fence or whatever, the guards, and the prisoners should do that. And then if it sparks that dude's interest, then me and Riven will just fucking get one between the ribs on him and then drag him down into the pig pen or some shit. I don't know. Because it's dark enough.
The pig pen's kind of like out in the open on the southern part of this whole compound. So I'm going to elbow Daniel and motion that we should kind of sneak around north around the buildings and all the way back down.
Sneaky boys. That's your theme song.
Yeah, we say it every time we go, sneaky boys, and then they're like, who the fuck said that? But yeah, I get into Skyrim stealth. I get into stealth mode, and then I
So you crouch.
I crouch.
That's it.
I crouch, yeah.
Doing the theme song.
And I will start to roll a dice for sneaky boys.
Okay, so both sneaky boys are sneaking around, kind of the long way around?
Yes.
Okay.
Keeping a low profile.
So I'll have both sneaky boys roll stealth. You guys are sneaking.
I got a 12. Or a 13? What is this? Is it 12, 13?
I got a 9 plus 6 is 15.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a 12. Not quite as sneaky, but, could have been worse. Could have been better.
And so the cloaks, so Dalana and Eli, so how are you two, I guess, because you two are going to be leading Dek and Ingus towards the entrance, correct?
Yep. We could just have them between the two of us. I mean, it's not like...
That's what I was
too fancy.
thinking, yeah.
Okay. So this guy is kind of sitting on like the far corner of it, so you won't have to pass directly past him.
When you say the far corner, are you talking about the far south? I don't have anything opened up. Are you talking about like the far southern corner?
So like the far southern corner, somewhat close to the pig pen, but still
within eye shot.
Within eye shot of it. So from where he is, it seems kind of convenient that he would be able to see anyone that's entering there. So it seems him being on that post,
He's the watcher.
seems like he's not just smoking since no one else is outside.
Yeah, we should have gone from the southern part, Riven, because his attention will be drawn north towards the pig pen, and then we could have gone behind him and.
Well, the pig pen's south, right?
But he's on the far.
He's also on the south.
He's on that fence corner, I assume.
Yeah, well,
The baddie. He's on that far southern fence corner. I guess it's southeastern.
Yeah, so if we go around north, then we can sneak around and we can get completely behind him, right?
I don't think so. Again, I'm not looking at the map. I guess I should do that, huh?
That was my intention. Maybe if I screwed it up. I was thinking that this whole pig pen was in the south, and if he's in the southeast, I was thinking we'd go up.
No, yeah, see, he's on that corner.
if you guys go on to the map, I kind of put which corner he's on.
I see it.
It's a little bit more spaced out it's a little bit more than 5 feet per block, but he's going to be posted up on that corner. So if you come up from the north and down around behind him, that could potentially work.
Yeah, okay, so if he's in the southeast, everyone's coming from the southwest, essentially. We'll be coming from the north.
I'm cool with that. As long as they're opposite of us, our diversion party.
I mean, our operation, the healers and the chaos is pretty overt, so like we could go in and be a distraction by like waving and nodding and all of that crap, and then while
Exactly.
we're literally just walking past him, he can be distracted enough for you to like, slicey slice or whatever, punchy punch, foot punch.
Slice his throat.
So sneaky boys are sneaking kind of around back while Dalana and Eli are kind of bringing the manacled Dek and Ingus kind of towards that pig pen.
Hey, I think we deserve a fun nickname. I think we should be, like the Cool Buddies Club or something,
Yeah, the cooler than the Sneaky Boys crew.
I don't know if that's quite the same ring to it.
And they're not invited. They're not invited to our clubhouse.
Ah.
Could be the Trojan Horse Equestrians.
Except you don't get a vote on what we're called, Riven. You're not part of us.
You guys are the disguisey boys.
Yes, I like that.
So we're just gonna like walk in casually straight toward the hole as if
Internet. Sorry, my internet decided to just not work for 10 seconds.
my internet's been pooped too.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Time Warner can suck my...
They really fucking can.
Unless they're sponsoring us tonight.
Although we have AT&T, but
If Time Warner wanted to sponsor us, I would piss in their fucking mouth. That's what I would do.
Hell yeah.
Time Warner, that's what Jake says, but like, if you give Devin money, I'll suck your dick. I don't care. When, and how much? The how much is the last question. I just need to know when and where, and then I'll be there.
I would let like Halliburton sponsor us before I let Time Warner do it.
Time Warner, they're not that awful. Like, that's all we'd have to do.
No, literally, I got in such a huge argument with somebody on the Time Warner customer service person that I got so mad that I literally ripped my shirt in half. I just like...
That is cool.
You actually hulked out?
I
Dude,
saw it
that's
happen.
like biblical right there.
That's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
It looks sad.
It was Erin can document that.
And we
It
go to
was-
Erin for confirmation.
Did this happen?
This is Erin live on the scene. I'm crying.
I took a picture after the fact of the ripped. It was like a pink magenta shirt, and he like ripped it while on the phone with her. Like,
I'm into it.
I feel like I've seen that picture before.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. I'll have to put the picture into this episode. I'll just superimpose it.
Yeah, this episode brought to you by Time Warner and Facebook. We're just going for all the evil corporations.
Oh, yeah.
Evil Core.
We'll have to dub over evil so we put these up on Facebook.
7 episodes and we've sold our souls completely.
Maybe like Hormel meat, brought to you by Spam.
Yeah, we should go for like a sponsorship by Johnsonville or something.
Johnsonville Bratwurst, #1 in Best Bofus.
It's a solid invest meat.
Brought to you by Scam Likely, the only person who calls me.
Anyways.
The Disguisey boys are just going to, where do we say we're entering from? The southwest?
Yeah, so you guys are coming across like the street towards so you're heading straight east down the street towards the pig pen, and then also the guy that's posted up a little further down the fence.
I say we just proceed straight towards the hole as if it's part of our daily lives, you know?
And so you begin to approach kind of down the street, escorting Dek and Ingus. And you get a little closer and you can see that the guy in the hood kind of like turns off to the side and he takes whatever he's smoking and like flicks it off into the rain.
Nice.
And just kind of looks and just kind of eyes the 4 of you as you approach. You can't really see much under the hood, but you can tell he's looking your way, and he's still leaning up against the fence post. Do you want to do anything as you're still kind of approaching?
I think this is the Marlboro Man, brought to you by Marlboro Cigarettes.
He takes the hood off and it's the camel, like for camel cigarettes. It's the...
And by the way, if he can see you, I think we need to keep metagaming to a minimum here. This has to be kind of live role played.
There can still be meat jokes if necessary. But otherwise, yes, all in game.
So the disguised boys are making decisions separate from...
Yeah. So the four that are walking up, so he's just kind of like looking at you like sideways, but he hasn't made like any other moves.
Keep walking.
Oh no, I'm not one of them. Never mind. Yeah. So I'm just gonna
Yeah, you're a bad boy.
act scared. I'm gonna act scared, as if obviously I feel like I'm being walked to my death.
Roll performance.
Oh, I got this in the bag. I rolled a 1 for fuck's sake. But remember, I'm a halfling, super lucky.
Halflings, that is the most like overpowered ability.
I rolled a 2. My fucking god.
Wait, are you kidding? That's amazing.
It's not an automatic failure.
It's a 7 total, right? So
Yeah, what's his perception? Is he a very easily convinced kind of fellow?
So he looks over at the 4 of you, kind of like looks around, like takes a scan of like the rest of the streets and kind of like keeps looking, and he kind of goes like this, like a wave.
well, I don't wave. I'm the victim here.
We're gonna keep going just for a little bit further. See if he presses the issue.
Dalana or Eli, anybody gonna wave back?
Yeah, like a nod back. Can I just do a quick head nod?
Yeah.
We should acknowledge him, you know?
Okay.
Like, hey, bro, you know me.
It's me, your girl.
Not fair.
It's Farah.
That seems to be enough. So you come up to like the fence post where there's kind of like a little dip in like the wooden fence, but you still have to kind of climb over the top of it. But he doesn't make any move to stop and or make contact.
Perfect. Just what we need. We'll go over the fence, I guess.
Okay.
And then I can maybe toss
Toss Ingus.
Ingus over the fence. Will you catch him?
Hey, yeah, Ingus is pretty easily lifted over the fence posts.
Cool.
We can make a slight show of forcing Dek over the top.
You're on your own.
Yeah, Dek might be a little bit heavier, but he's able to kind of get over the top with a little bit of work through the manacles, but it's possible. And then you make your way, I'm guessing, like towards the pig pen.
We'll be all businesslike. We're on a mission.
I'm following the leader at this point.
You enter kind of like this kind of like small pig hut, and you can see that there's 2 pigs kind of like laying in the straw inside the pig pen, so it's very warm and dry inside. And what you've heard from Daniel and Riven is that there's a trap door under the straw, and so the pigs kind of like give a couple like snorts at you as you kind of like look into the hut, but they just keep laying on what looks like where the trap door would be.
Go up and nudge them aside, I think.
Okay, and you kind of like push the pigs, and they, after like a little bit of extra pushing, they begrudgingly kind of like move off to the side and kind of lay off somewhere else.
You're lucky we've got enough meat already.
Dude, honestly though, I commend you for that bravery. Those pigs will fucking chomp your bone in half. They're so strong. Oh my god, I'm so scared of pigs.
Yeah, some pigs can be mean. These aren't like super big ones. They're not prize hams. There's little porkers.
That'll be our group name, Lil Porkers. Nope.
It's Lil Porkers.
Do we know if like the sneaky boys are we gonna wait for them? Should we start getting the strata?
So you guys are like, let's say you're looking for the trap door. So split to the sneaky boys, who are probably now at this point like kind of sneaking down like the back side, kind of towards behind where the supposed guard is kind of posted up on the corner fence post.
So are there any, we're sneaking along the barn, are there any openings to the barn on this side of the street?
There aren't any openings to the barn on that side. So it is to like the side of there's like the fence and then maybe 5 feet and then there's kind of like the sheer barn wall. But there is an entrance to like the southern part of the barn when it like stops. There's like a big barn door on the southern end of the barn. But on like the eastern side of the barn, there's no door on that side or window.
Okay, so seeing the guard standing there, I'm gonna whisper to Daniel and be like, kill him, or should we sneak in?
Oh, all I heard at first was, kill him. And I was like, oh, what? All right. And I was like,
And it is raining, so it's a little hard to hear over the pitter-patter of the rain.
I'm going to be like, well, I mean, like, I can grab him and like, you know, like, and then you get the knife and you just go right between his ribs, you know?
Does it actually work like that?
I mean, I've seen plenty of stage plays where it happens that way, so I think so. Plenty of live theater.
Okay, and I'm extremely naive about these kinds of things. I'm gonna go, okay, let's do it then.
Yeah, you're reading fucking gossip columns, dude. Like, I get it.
The sneaky boys plan their first murder.
Like the worst Nancy Drew book.
Well, my thought process was like, oh, Riven can like sneak up and grab him, and then I'll like punch it. Like, no, like what am I gonna do? Like double-footed dive kick into his head after like he gets grabbed? like what's the most like efficient way to just murder a man real quick?
A lot of different ways.
Gets him with some edged type of weapon.
Sneaky boys turn to shanking boys.
The Shiffin boys.
So I'm gonna try and fucking mosey my way up to him. Do you want me to roll another sneaky test?
No, you can just like go on the same. We'll just go with the same stealth because that'll be like the whole stealth thing. What are you gonna try to do? Are you gonna try to go up and?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab him by the neck or like get him in a cool like under the armpit like neck grab, like a good old Stone Cold Steve Austin sleeper hold. And then put my hand over his mouth, to get him to
It's
shut
romantic.
the fuck up. Yeah. Mwah! And then a sword in the back.
Daniel is the Night Stalker.
For all you listening at home, this is our Head Must Roll Valentine's Day episode.
Can you truly find love on the battlefield? So yeah, I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna fucking put my hand over his mouth or their mouth, whatever, and I'm gonna grab him, and you know, and I got him. I'm gonna try to do that.
We have Michael Winslow as a guest in the studio today.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So I want you to make a grapple check.
Can I use my dexterity? Because I can use my dex to punch and deal damage for some fucking reason. Because I'm a stupid martial arts boy.
I want to say it is a strength thing.
Oh my god. All right, I'm sorry, guys.
As a practitioner of judo, I want to point out that it could very easily be a dexterity check.
Well, that's why I thought, like, because again, like, as a monk, it just says that I can use dexterity as a bonus, as my attack bonus and my damage bonus, which I thought was bonkers. I thought I was going to suffer a -2 to my damage forever.
I think in the rules it says you can use athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, or acrobatics? Oh, I do have acrobatics, actually. Just do like a fucking spider grab, just jump and wrap my arms and legs around him, and just like...
That's acrobatic, I guess.
Okay, so you make a melee attack, so you can use your dex, and then they can either use an athletics or acrobatics to try to get out of it.
Okay. It's happening. So it's a 16. If it's just a melee attack, you said, right? Like it's a regular old attack?
Yep.
Yep, 16. I hope they fail.
So you go up and you try to like grab, I don't know, like, you know, and they like do like a spin move and they spin around and go, hey, what the hell? And then, so they spin out of it and they're now facing you. And so they've broken the grapple.
Okay, and in the meantime, while he was doing that, I was timing it, so I was running up and like screaming under my breath, going like, with my rapier.
Sneaky boys.
So Riven, I'll let you have, like, this would be like your basically surprise round. So they were able to spin out of the grapple, but you'd be able to get in and attack.
Okay, I do.
Okay, so you're just gonna stab them after the spin.
Absolutely.
Roll to stab.
Alright, so that's an 18 plus 4 to hit. 22.
Okay, that definitely hits.
D8 plus 2.
You would get sneak attack because they're technically in combat.
So that's 3 damage plus sneak attack is 7 damage total.
So you lunge with a stab through the rain and get him right in the ribs. That sneaks right between them, and you can hear the guy go, "Oh, you little!" And he pulls out a sword. Okay, initiative for you 3.
Ah, shit. Bestbofus is a dangerous area. There's street muggings all the time. I might have gotten a 10 total.
Okay.
I got a 12 total.
Okay, so it's gonna go Riven, Guy, and then Daniel. Okay, so Riven, you just pull back your rapier out of his ribs again, and you see another, like, opening for an action. So your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna try and stab him again. Ooh, that is not good. That's a 7 to hit.
Total?
Do I get advantage if are we flanking him?
You guys are coming at him from, like, the same side. No.
Okay, can I use my move action to flank him?
Technically, yes. You can.
I'm gonna use my move action to flank him and then try and stab him.
Okay, so we're gonna be using the flanking. I like the flanking rules. I think it's technically optional, but I love flanking.
Because the baddies get it too.
17 to hit.
Yes, and that one sinks into his ribs, but from the back.
Woohoo!
At this point, have the Disguisey boys heard a rustling? Like, are we aware of what's going on? The guy that we were waving
So
at is
this
now
would
suddenly...
probably
So that is 6 damage total.
okay. Disguisey boys, that brings up an excellent point. I guess, Daniel, when would you have wanted to first try to grapple him, since you could also see the other 4 coming up on the pig pen?
Yeah, to be fair, when I had the vision in my brain was when the bad guy waved at the party. That's when I wanted to, fucking nab him and just start going to town. So that way, just to further influence, the sneak attack thing. That way our friends could just stare at us in horror as we're, beating this man up.
Okay, so before you got into the pig pen, so the 4 leading up would see this whole thing ensue.
And then that way I could have waved as I was choke holding this guy. And then Riven was just shanking him in the gut.
Come on in! The fight is fine!
So Riven, you sink another stab into his back as he kind of turns around to face you. He's going to try to take a swing at you with a very seemingly oversized sword. What is your armor class?
16.
And it does hit.
No!
Good thing you got that potion.
Take 7 damage.
That is so much more than I've been dealing.
I know. Well, that's not true. You dealt fucking 9 on the first hit, and then you got a second free hit for funsies.
And he goes, "I'm gonna kill you, you little bastards." Alright, Daniel, so he's now facing away from you.
Yeah.
So after he slashed at Riven, your go.
Yeah, I'm assuming that I'm still on the other side of the fence,
Yes.
right? So I'm gonna do a cool, I'm gonna use the fence as a springboard. I'm gonna try and drill a kick into this back.
Pull back as a slingshot and launch forward.
This is like professional wrestling.
Yeah, and from the top ropes, Daniel Sandway brings in the people's elbow.
He's got a foreign object.
He's taking them to the chair. So I get advantage because I'm flanking technically.
Yes, yep.
Ooh, thank God. Okay, 20 total.
Oh yeah.
And then our punchies. Where's my punchies? Hold on.
Stand by for punchies.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Punchies. No, that didn't fall. Got. Okay. 2 plus 3 is 5.
And so you're trying to slingshot yourself. Is this gonna be a kick or an actual punchy?
It's gonna be a kick.
It's going to be a kick, okay. So you come across and you do land a kick into his side, but he's still standing. Although you could feel kind of some bones break from the force of your kick.
Sick. So when I land, I'm gonna, because I assume I did a one-legged kick, and then I'm gonna do a spin back, and with that spin, I'm gonna follow through with a karate chop to the neck area.
Okay.
Yeah, because I get an extra attack if I hit.
Yep, but that might be enough. This one also gets advantage.
Oh, really? Double advantage?
It's all flanking, so all
No,
attacks.
19. But let's see if I get a 20. I didn't. So 19 plus 5, so 24.
Got it.
Kia! For 7 points of damage that time. Straight to the deck.
And with a spin around and a karate chop to the neck, you hear a "oh!" and he just collapses. And then you hear nothing but rain afterwards.
And I look over at the party that, like, the rest of the party that was going into the pig pen, just like, and I give it double thumbs up.
And I'm gonna go, that wasn't at all like you said it would be.
Yeah, it totally was. And I scoop up the guy in my arms and I start to drag him back towards the pig pen.
Oh, you're carrying the guy.
Why don't you
Okay.
toss his cloak on so you don't have to be a disguisey? You can be a disguisey boy instead of a sneaky boy.
Yeah, I'm dragging him back. I've committed to the role. I'm dragging him back to the fucking pig pen.
Are we gonna feed him to the pigs?
Yes, 100%. I'm gonna throw him in some fucking pile of hay and just let God sort it out, you know? Let Havathax have its way.
I'm sure the pigs will take care of it for you.
Did I say Havathax? What's their name? What are they fucking called? It's Havgar and Scalathrax? What's the gods' names?
Skrillex.
Havathax and Thaxelroth.
Our god Skrillex.
He used to play a lot of cool night shows down in Las Ongeles.
Are Skrillex who art in Havathax? That would be thy bass drop.
I'll be thy bass drops.
That was solid. That went between the ribs better than a fucking Riven blade. Alright, so Daniel-san karate chops whoosh, into the neck of the baddie, and then he crumples like a sack of bears, and he grabs him by underneath the pits, and he starts dragging him back. And then he goes, high five, Riven, but he holds up the hand of the dead guy for the high five. So it's a limp-wristed high five.
Okay, I'm gonna take the hilt of my rapier and punch it.
And it goes whoosh, like whatever, and it fucking smacks it or whatever, and I'm like, sick, and then I just keep dragging it back to the party that's heading into the pig pen or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna be like back there, like trying to use the rain to scrub the blood off my rapier.
I think it's a good opportunity, though. If someone wants to wear that cloak and not have to be as sneaky, someone want to wear the cloak of the dead guy?
Riven took
Yeah,
the
he's
cloak,
already wearing
right?
it, I think. It's his backup plan.
And then Riven, you've got that on right now, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're wearing it? Oh, so that way if they find you out, you just stand up and go, no, it wasn't sneaking.
All the Reavers do cartwheels in the shadows.
Yeah, what's his name tag say? What's his name? You gotta look at that shit before you really commit to character.
Open up his wallet, check his ID.
See how many pictures of his children and wife he has.
Take all of his silver pieces.
Yeah, as I was pulling him back, I'm rummaging my way through his pockets and trying to avoid his junk, looking for spare change.
He's got 7 gold and 15 silver pieces on his person.
in Daniel's
You're not poor anymore.
And he is a half-orc variety.
How many pictures of his wife is in there?
1d20.
Only 20? I throw
So
those all to the
he
wind.
only has 5 pictures of his wife and children. There are 1d20 children.
Wow.
1d20 children.
No, there's no pictures. So
Those Havgarians really,
he's
like
he's
to
very
procreate.
fertile.
They pump them out, dog.
They're a fertile sort.
Has anybody bothered to like open the hatch? Have we flipped the hatch?
Nope, but I'll say that everyone is like inside in the pig pen with 2 pigs that basically refuse to leave because it's raining outside. But then you also have the dead half-orc.
The dead naked half-orc.
Yep, and did you guys strip them of like the studded leather and everything?
I just took
Because you guys have the cloak, like the blue Children of Chaos cloak, but then there's the kind of like the Street Reaver armor that's kind of like the golden studded leather
I mean, I'll take it for selling purposes.
of their particular gang.
And I'll roll it up and put it in my inventory of holding.
Okay.
What's the armor class on one of these things that I'm wearing?
Garbage.
It is literally garbage tier class.
It's like 12 or 13 for studded leather.
Studded? Is it just studded leather? Maybe I should have looked that up.
Yeah, it's not very much. It's light armor.
12 plus dex. Okay. Well, this will be an interesting combat.
Well, 12 plus dex. Hold on, wait. How does armor work?
So different armors have like what they set your armor class at, and then they add your dex bonus to it. So it's not like it gives like a plus like on top of 10. Every armor has like a set value, and then you add your dex.
Oh, I'm glad that I've been adding my armor class different this entire time.
Do you have armor?
No, I'm not wearing. I'm a monk. I've been doing 10 plus dex plus wisdom, and that's what it is. But maybe it's different for monks. I'll look it up.
Honestly, I think that's what it is for unarmored.
For monkeys.
I think it does start at 10. Yeah, because armor class is kind of different. I don't know what unarmored technically is though. There's a table for armors, but I don't know if the unarmored is on there.
That is crazy. They want to change it all on me. They hate me.
While Devin's looking that up, what would everyone else, I guess, like to do? So, like...
Let's open this hatch.
Yeah, the hatch is just kind of under the straw.
I am 100% in performer mode. I am still playing the scared healer, so I'm just along for the ride. As the character, I'm not going to presume I know where I'm going. I'm going to let somebody else guide me, you know?
I'm gonna say, can anyone patch me up?
Oh, yeah. Your injured. What's your hit
Or
points?
must I quaff a healing potion?
No, that's a get out of jail free card right there. You should save that.
That I should quaff a healing potion?
No, you shouldn't.
No, you should take a lay on hands or some shit.
Should we sit an hour and do a short rest?
His blade doth sliced across mine chest.
Is it an hour? Oof, I wouldn't risk it just in the sense of someone else.
Don't
coming
you
out
have
and
like a
start in.
second wind thing or something, Riven?
I do. Do we not have any healers in our
Well,
party?
I can do it. I mean,
I would say Dek can do it for sure. And we've already decided we're not fighting the boss this round. Spoilers, kids at home.
You might.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I might.
We might fight only one boss. Go down there's only Orton.
It's just him in a lone room with nothing else. 8 arms.
All of them holding great swords.
How many
You
spell
guessed
slots
it.
do you have, Henry or Deck?
2.
So would it be, how many hit points do you have, Riven?
I have 11 left.
Ah, you're fine.
Be sneakier.
That's true.
Out of how many total?
18. I'm down.
Well, that's pretty
third.
good though.
If it gets dire and you pass out, we'll just like dump a potion down your throat. You'll be
That's how it works.
I only have 13.
Are we holding back? Like, are my injuries? You guys are like, we'll save it for the other injuries.
We've
Like, yours,
decided
they're
it's
good.
superficial.
Suck it up. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure in general it's better to heal up than to try and heal up in the battle.
Because that wastes a round or whatever, I guess.
An action, yeah.
I have no way to help you, even though I'm pretending to be a healer. In character, even though I don't have healing spells, I'm just going to lay my hands on you and pretend as if I'm healing you.
Put your hands back in those shackles.
Oh yeah, never mind. JK, LOL.
I'm gonna kiss your boo-boos.
All right. Let's just go. I'll be in the back of the line.
Nobody wants to hear
I
Riven.
cast Healing Word on Riven.
Just don't get caught.
Deck, you are going to cast Healing Word on him?
Yeah. So I rolled 1d4 plus 2. I got a 3 and plus 2, so you're healed for 5 hit points.
All right. That's most of them. Thank you very kindly, sir.
No problem. I'm going to do it so it's sort of like while the Ingus is laying on hands, I'm going to be like use my voice so it seems like he's actually healing you. Create the illusion that he's healing you.
I love how like the entire premise of this entire campaign is about like defending free healthcare, and none of us were willing to heal Riven. It was just like, go, you're on your own fucking.
Absolutely not. Why would we?
I got hurt in the line of duty. Yeah, well, that sucks for you.
Yeah, you're paying me back for this.
And what benefits do the branded hands have?
Absolutely not. A 20 gold discount on fucking level 1 potions.
We have a health
apparently.
savings account.
You've got a 5 gold deductible before it kicks in.
Just eat some meat. It'll.
Just eat some meat.
Just slapping a steak on my sword wound.
It feels more like video games. Yeah, just eat and
Like,
hit
no,
points
it's for
come
black
back.
eyes, not open wounds.
Minecraft sound effect.
All right, well, who wants to lead the way into the hole?
Eli should lead the way.
We're just gonna open this hatch up.
Okay, and so you open the hatch up, and as you look down, it looks like it's kind of like it's a tunnel that basically looks about like 10 feet down. There's a wooden ladder that goes down, and as you open it up, kind of like this warm air hits you, and also the smell of like smoke.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go down the ladder.
How far down does it look?
10 feet of ladder. So not like super tall.
That's not bad ladder.
We've climbed higher ladders already.
Yeah.
Not while pretending to be in shackles, though, so...
You can probably scooch down a ladder in shackles.
I was going to say, yeah, as long as you can't like pull your hands all the way up, but like you can kind of go like kring, 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 kring. That's definitely ladder sounds is kring, 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 kring.
Maybe this is the huge hole in our plan. There's no way these people would actually put prisoners down this way.
So, yeah, this is why they just murder everybody.
Well, they usually just kick them down the hole. We're trying to be humane here and not waste healing points.
Well, I will follow behind whoever is pretending to be my guard.
Yeah, we never really discussed that. Who's who?
Oh, we did actually know, because I think Riven was in the front, Dell was in the back, and then you two were in the middle.
I was very much not in the front.
Yeah, me or whatever. Shut up. Eli and Riven are the same person. Shut up. Eli is in the front. Dell is in the back.
Well, once we get to the bottom, Dell should probably take the lead because she can probably talk her way out of it or talk her way into it further.
Into it.
Yeah.
For the sake of the podcast audience, Devin was attempting to do hand gestures to clarify things, and I think it just made it worse.
Yeah. So there's 4
Fair
fingers,
to anyone who's listening and can't see, the hand gestures made it way worse.
and then there was 2 more fingers, and I made a mouth. It was like rah.
It's a Venus flytrap.
Definitely not tactically relevant.
Definitely in no way helpful at all, but he did it anyways. I don't get it either.
So, at the bottom, what do I see?
So, Eli, you climb down the stairs, and again, it kind of smells smoky and musty on the inside. As you climb down, there's torches on the wall, and as you get down, you can see that you climb down into what looks kind of like a open, like, meeting room. So there's stone tile on like the floor, and then also the walls. Looks like it's made out of like these stone bricks. And there's tables all around like the room that you've crawled down into. And on the side of this room, across from like all these like tables that are kind of in the middle, on one of the walls you can see that there's this black, what looks like an Iron Maiden up against the wall.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
And then also a kind of hallway leading to, looks like stairs, a stairway leading down. And also directly across from you, there's another opening to another room where you can just see like the head of a bed. So it almost looks like it goes back into like a bed or some sort of bedroom or bunk on the opposite side.
Okay.
But you do not see anyone in this room. Although you do hear some chatter coming from somewhere. You're not sure from which room.
So there's across from our descent, there's one tunnel going down, a room, and an Iron Maiden.
Yes. And then just like kind of like tables, looks kind of like a meeting room.
Is it lit?
It is. So there's torches along the walls.
Okay.
It's lit.
Does the smoke smell like something like cooking or burning, or is it like
Or medicinal?
lighting up and having a great time?
It's a mix between cooked meat, tobacco, and then also just torch smoke from like a fireplace. So it's a little bit of everything. Kind of smells like home in a way. Kind of smells nice.
Well, that's pleasant. Nice little hideout they got here. I guess I'll wave down everyone else.
Yeah, all of our heads, I was actually picturing this, the rest of our heads are like looking down the
We're
hole.
just like staring down.
Like even the sneaky boys were like, oh.
I'll immediately clamber down.
So everyone clambers down, and I'm going to have everyone just kind of refer to roll 20 of where they are. So everyone should be in this room where there's a whole bunch of tables, the two other entrances into the different parts of the room, and then also the Iron Maiden on like the far wall.
I've decided that Eli is my guard, so wherever he goes, I will also go.
Let's take a quick peek inside this bunk real quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely not wide out in the open. I'm being very, very sneaky.
If there's a doorway that leads, because you said it was a stairway down or whatever.
Yep.
If there's that doorway, I want to be on the left side of that doorway and then like braced up against the wall.
And like sneakily peeking around a corner.
Well, I'm going to let the party disguisey boys deal with anything that else is happening.
So you're invisible.
As far as I know.
So Riven and Eli, as you go across to where you can just see like the head of one of the beds, you go into that kind of like separate room. And as you go in, it looks like it's a bunch of different like bunk beds that are kind of put together. So there's like one like single bed, and as you go in, there's like two other bunk beds, and then one kind of large one on the far end of the room.
Is there anybody in there?
So it doesn't look like there's anyone in there, no. Although all the beds are very disheveled, but there's one, looks like larger bed on the side. Under each of the beds, you can see that there's like a small lockbox.
We'll deal with that later.
Murder, then steal.
Yeah, let's all move out towards this hallway going down, I guess.
So Eli, as you kind of like near the stairway leading down, you can hear kind of some chatter coming up from what sounds like the basement or the lower level. You hear some like gruff voices talking from the bottom, and you hear hey, whoever's up there, bring down the whiskey.
This is a secret hideout I can get on board with.
I'll shut down. Where the hell's the whiskey?
Everyone knows where the whiskey is.
It's on one of the tables.
Germans don't hold 3 up like this, they hold it up like this or whatever.
More hand gestures that the podcast audience can't see.
We'll look for a bottle of whiskey and we'll grab it.
Okay.
As far as they know, there's only one person.
So you can hear it sounds kind of like a few different voices echoing up from the lower level. And you can see that there's like a bottle of whiskey kind of tipped over, although closed, on one of the tables.
All right, we'll grab it.
And so you kind of grab this pretty nice amber bottle of whiskey that's from a distillery that's in Besbophus itself. So it's a pretty nice bottle of whiskey.
Is it Jefferson's?
Besbofian.
It's not Jefferson's.
Is that our next sponsorship?
It is Fantasy Brand Whiskey #1.
Yeah.
Good old #1.
So it's called Dugan's Stone Melter.
That's pretty hot.
Yep, so it's a local brand. So Dugan's it's a distillery in Besbophus.
We'll have to go on a tour of the distillery someday.
All right, let's grab the bottle. I'm gonna go make some friends.
Sick.
The sneaky people probably should stay here, but
You're not the boss of me.
Well, you can do whatever hell you want then.
Do you think that prisoners are safe to go with too, or should we hold back?
Prisoners can come with, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so Disguisey boys are heading in, because we gotta refer to our squad names, right? So Disguisey boys heading down.
Or if we want, I could just go first and see what's down there.
I mean, that sounds reasonable.
No, but you can't like go down there and be like, oh, by the way, I forgot my prisoners upstairs.
Well, my partner here can bring him down in a second. I just brought the whiskey first. Party first, business later.
If anyone questions you guys about the prisoners or tries to attack us, you should be like, no, I want to do it. I have a personal stake in these guys. It took me a long time to catch them. I want to be the one that fucks with
This is in character.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start a sex cult type situation.
Yeah. Just hear me out, guys. I got this idea.
I don't think they're gonna go for that, guys.
I think they will. I think they'll love it.
We'll make them.
I guess I'll make my way down the stairs then.
And I'm following after you, as if you have me in complete control.
Eli is making his way down the stairs. Who's following? So Eli's dressed up as a...
We'll be following. Yeah.
Okay, Dalana, you're also following?
I'm also following down the stairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the prisoner should go.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're kind of being probably dragged along by the...
Yeah, I'm going to take a peek around the corner and see if there's any way I could sneak down these stairs.
Was there a chest in this room that we saw that we weren't allowed to touch yet?
There's chests under each one of the beds inside.
Yeah,
kinda
while
like
I'm
the
killing
bed
time, I'm
chambers.
gonna start popping shit open.
Daniel, always get consent before you touch a chest, okay? That's important advice.
I just gotta lube up my hands first before I start touching a chest. I just gotta be more thoughtful that way. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that action.
Dude, just pop it.
I'm gonna pop, lock, and drop it, dude.
Just start with the large chests.
That's my favorite kind.
All right. So are there people downstairs, or are they just...
Hold on, so let me make sure. So I've got Eli and Dalana, and then also Ingus are heading downstairs, right?
Ingus
And
and
then while
Deck,
Daniel is popping chests open, I'm going to be hanging up by the corner trying to listen to everything that's happening down there.
So Dek, what are you doing during this time?
I just sort of figured I was being dragged along by Dalana, who's, I guess, my jailer at this point. So I'm just sort of glowering and looking
Come
pissed
along, boy.
that I'm...
Come along, boy.
Playing the character really well.
So Daniel, up at the top, there's no chests up there. I guess in the main room where all the tables are. But again, there's kind of that lone Iron Maiden that's up against one of the walls.
Can I knock on the iron? Dun, dun, dun.
You knock on it, and it is made out of seemingly iron.
Yeah.
It sounds hollow, so you can kind of hear an echo on the inside. So it doesn't.
Is anyone being tortured in there?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is there a latch? Is there a front my side latch? Can I open it?
As you look on the side, you can see that it's locked with a padlock, a crude padlock on there.
Mm.
And as you look, there's a little something kind of scribbled into the side, right above where the padlock is.
Is it a combination? Like a number combo?
Nope, so it looks almost like a poem, it's a little paragraph right above where the padlock is.
I'm gonna put on my reading glasses and read the fine print of this terms of agreement.
So you look really closely at it, and it looks like it's kind of scribbled in there, and it looks like it's almost like a little riddle right above the padlock.
Fuck, alright.
So as you kind of look at it in tiny script, it says, I feed children standing, I feed adults when I'm dead. You hear a bell before you see me, and I fear the stairs. The key was all in my mind.
I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna go to the bunks. I don't know. I feed children standing and I feed adults dead. What are you, what are you, the IRS? I'm gonna go back to the I'm gonna go back to the bunks and I'm gonna see what's in there. I don't know what that says. I know Henry does, but he ain't here.
You don't know?
I hope that's simple and I'm an idiot.
Daniel's the only one that read it. Everyone else is heading downstairs. Daniel, did you want to tell anybody while people are heading downstairs?
Let me do a knowledge history check to see if this is a very well-known stupid poem that someone might have written once upon a time to trick Oedipus or whatever. And I'm gonna roll a dice to see if Sensei Sanwei told me that this riddle once upon a time. Because that's what I have written in parentheses, is the only reason why I have history as a chosen thing. It's Sensei told
interesting.
me.
Okay.
It's full of some strange history,
Yeah, exactly.
not even true. It's just weird little tidbits of knowledge.
Some yeah, those sea monsters on the maps for the oceans are totally real. So I rolled intelligence. Oh, good, that's a 0. So I got a 13.
So it is not any riddle or like poem that you heard from your sensei growing up. So it's something that somebody made up, but it doesn't seem to be a historical one that you remember your sensei talking about.
Then I will audibly, not yell, but I will audibly say, I don't get it. And then I'm gonna walk towards the bunks.
Okay, so you go, I don't get it, and start walking towards the bunks. During this time, I'll take it that people are on their way, but like the other party members would be able to hear that. Would anyone else like to check it out before they head downstairs?
Nope, I'm committed.
Nah.
Okay.
Thank you for working hard on this, but fuck you.
No, I commend the character, dude. I commend it. They're just like, we're here to kill Orton. I don't give a shit what Daniel said.
I'm curious about what Daniel said, but at this point it feels like Dalana's like lasered in, so she just kind of driving me along. I'm like, okay, I guess, you know.
Yep. I hope there's a solid gold sword in there that we'll never get to see.
A whole bunch of sausages.
Or 50 pounds of meat.
I mean, the guy just asked for the whiskey, and like we're like, oh, okay. It shouldn't take us this long to like find it. He was gonna think something weird's going on. Better get down. Let's go down.
We don't want to ruin the narrative, right?
Yeah, we don't want our hosts waiting.
So at the bottom of the stairs, there's a really like narrow hallway that kind of leads down a little bit and then opens up into like a large, what kind of looks kind of like a rec room almost, that has like tables with like food all over them and like empty and some full like wine bottles and like gold pieces and bread. And there's these 3 what looks kind of like half-orcs in black cloaks. It looks like they're playing cards.
Oh, they're black cloaks.
Or they're blue cloaks, excuse me.
Oh, I was like, shit, we're wearing the wrong cloaks.
Look, wrong gang.
A bunch of bloods roll into the crypt clubhouse.
Wrong one. You came into the wrong clubhouse. As you kind of like walk through like the narrow part and it kind of opens up into it, one of the half-orcs in the cloaks kind of turns around and to you, Eli, in one of the cloaks, he kind of looks at you kind of up and down and goes, well, did you bring the whiskey?
Well, yeah. I'll toss the bottle at him. Just straight toss it to him.
Hope he's got good reflexes.
I don't really care.
Okay, so Eli, do you want to aim it at him or at the floor?
At him. I mean, this is a friendly toss. I mean,
Okay, it is a friendly
it's his
toss.
fault if he can't catch it.
So he like holds his hand out to catch it. It hits him, and he like goes back and like grabs it. So like he missed, but it hit him. And he goes, "All right." Goes, "Thanks." And he looks at you and goes, "Who the hell are you?"
Oh, we're the new guys, but we had a good night out today.
We're the Disguise Boys.
No, I was so excited for him to say the new guys because that's what we're the new guys. We're new.
We're the Trojan horse equestrians.
And the other 2 kind of look at you questioningly, like, "Who's that?" They don't recognize you, but you're wearing the cloak.
It's not like you can just kill them in the streets and steal their cloaks.
Yeah. By the way, is Orton around?
They go, "Orton, no, he's back doing his thing. He doesn't talk much about it. Something to do with the Iron Maiden thing he's got in the upper room. He doesn't let us see it, though."
Okay, so with me listening, can I like roll a perception check to hear that, or do I just hear it?
Roll perception. It's going to be muffled.
I wish Daniel wasn't such a dummy.
Yeah, that Iron Maiden thing is pretty weird. What the hell is that?
I'll never tell.
3, 17.
So, Riven, you can hear it word for word.
Okay. All right, I'm going to turn around and start looking around for an Iron Maiden then.
Okay, so the Iron Maiden is going to be right next to you. So, the thing that Daniel is just checking out.
Oh, he's right next to me?
Yeah, well, I
the
said
Iron
fuck
Maiden
it.
is basically up against the wall, like kind of next to the staircase.
All right, I'll start evaluating. I'll let you juggle how to handle the people who are in conversation, the people who are trying to crack the safe.
Oh yeah, tell him the riddle again just before you go into the next deal.
So I'm going to go along with like the conversation first, while Riven is now going to go over to the Iron Maiden at this point once he hears it. So Eli, they're questioning. So they're like, who the hell are you?
The new guy. I saw that Iron Maiden upstairs. What the hell is up with that thing?
It's some with Orton. He's got some, I don't know. He dabbles in magic.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
He's really secretive about it. It's freaking stupid. Like, he thinks he's all good and stuff.
Like he's inside it? That's really weird.
Apparently, he doesn't let anyone see when he goes in there. He makes everybody leave, and then we come back and he's gone. That's the only place he could have possibly gone.
Have you guys
We
looked
haven't
in it?
seen it, but there's something about that thing. I don't know.
I'm gonna pour some whiskey. Take it out, pour some out, start
So
drinking.
there's like
these
some shot glasses and some larger like ale like goblets up on the table.
Yeah. Get these guys liquored up. Let's talk a little.
Tim's like, who wants some fire water?
Okay, so you pour the guys some whiskey, and they kind of look at you and smile. They're like, "Whoa, that's expensive stuff. We got that from the distillery."
Maybe Orton left it out on the table. Who knows? Drink up.
Hell yeah. Boss ain't here.
I don't know who you are, but you got a way with words, friend. And everybody kind of like grabs a glass and cheerses to you.
They don't care.
Well, here, let's go to... So, Dalana, you're also cloaked as a Children of Chaos member. So, Eli is going up making pals with these other 3 guys that are sitting around a table. What would you like to do kind of during this time?
So they haven't seen me yet. Obviously, I haven't, like, revealed myself.
So, you're coming back from behind them, so they know there's other people behind them, but
Oh, okay.
they saw, like, what they perceived as a fellow member, so they're not on their guard. Along the wall, as you kind of walk in, you can see that there's, like, different colored clothes hung up along the wall. So you can see that there's what looks like a set of, like, nobles' regalia, a set of white robes, one set of, like, commoner's rags, and then 2 other sets of blue robes along the wall as you enter. So it kind of looks like they almost have like their own disguises.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's just kind of like food, empty and full wine bottles. It's honestly a mess in this room. And obviously he's got those kind of like 3 guys playing cards and drinking with Eli.
Can I join them drinking? Like, hey guys, I'm the other newbie. I was behind. I was kind of just taking it all in. What a beautiful place it is. And that, like that iron, like sculpture-y thing. Like, what is that?
We don't know. It's one of...
You're my favorite, most nonchalant, like, disguisey boy I've ever met. Dalana.
What is that?
Whoa, gee! Wow!
I'm new here.
Yeah!
I made cupcakes for everyone.
Hey, that worked. I didn't make cupcakes though, but nice to meet y'all. So excited to be a part of this team. Can I get a drink here?
Absolutely. Let's go. We picked this up from taxes this week. So yeah, come on. Have a seat. Yeah, with Orton and that Iron Maiden thing, he's got some weird attachment to it. We don't know what's up with it, but I don't know, he keeps it locked all the time. He pays really special attention to it. He doesn't let anybody, like, touch it.
As they're kind of like bonding with these folks, can I do maybe like a perception check to see like if there's other doors in this particular room or anything, or like other passageways?
So as you go in, looks like just a solid room.
A dead end kind of thing?
Yep, so it's just this.
The clothes on the wall, so it's sort of like a locker room, dressing room kind of thing, or like the...
Yeah, so they're just kind of like hanging on little hooks on the wall.
And what are these guys dressed as right now? So they're just in like common clothes?
And are they armed?
They've got kind of the blue cloaks on, and they also have the golden black studded leather on as well of the street reavers. And they are armed, although that's like on all their stuff is like holstered. But obviously they're not on their guard. But they kind of look past Dalana, you and Eli, and they look past to the, what is it, Dek and Ingus that are still apparently in manacles back in the hallway. And they look back and they go, who do you have with you? Who's that?
Oh yeah, we got some healers. They were taking them prisoner. We were going to show them up to Orton.
Please don't hurt me.
You bastards, I'll kill you all.
They go, oh, you brought him in a little early. He only takes them on Tuesday nights is when we're supposed to bring in the people.
Oh, shit. Well, what is today?
Not Tuesday.
Newbie vibes here, guys.
It's Monday. They're like, well, bring him in tomorrow. He did say he wanted us to bring in, they look like were they healing on the streets too?
Oh, yeah. They were trying to, like, heal each other and some other weird... Who knows, man? We just took them over and brought them down here.
Yeah, we had to do the right thing.
Healing others, healing each other. They're just healing everything.
I mean, we're just trying to make a good impression on Orton, For your first day on the job, might as well fuck some shit up, right?
Well, all right. Looks like you got him chained up nice. We'll probably just be able to keep him in the bunks or chain him under a table until tomorrow night, and then Orton will take him.
Oh, sure. Then why don't we can take him up right now.
Put him up in the bunks, but Orton
Do
said
the
only
sneaky
bring him
boys
like
hear
Tuesday
that?
nights.
I'm in the bunks. I don't know.
Is my 17 perception still in effect?
Yeah, so Riven, you can hear this word for word.
Well, I mean, you guys don't have to come upstairs. We'll just take
We'll
them.
take care of it.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. We're the new guys. We'll take
We
care of
have
that.
to learn how to do the things.
We chose the wrong day. I mean,
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday. I didn't really pay attention during orientation.
You're early, but yeah, you brought him down, you take care of him. Just go tie him up and we'll take care of him tomorrow, and Orton will come and get him.
Yeah. Sounds like great. Hey, why don't you guys drink another round? I mean,
Of course.
That part's easy.
I mean, we don't have to tell you, like, obviously, but
Oh my god.
I just want to, like, be cool with, like, you guys. All right, cool.
We are gonna murder them.
Good keeping that riffraff off the streets, and they all kind of hold up their glasses.
oh yeah, cheers.
They look back at Dek and Ingus and they go, Orton's gonna have a fun time with you two.
Please don't hurt me.
Prisoners, we're going up the stairs.
Fuck you, children of chaos.
Have fun. Good work.
How many half-orcs did you say were in that room?
3.
3. I could maybe put them to sleep with a sleep spell. Would that matter? Is it time to spring on them? No.
We can wait on it. We'll murder them in due time.
We can wait.
Yeah, we'll play it safe for now.
We don't have to get the party started too early. Let's go upstairs.
And so the 4, you guys kind of begin to go back up the stairs.
In that amount of time, how many chests did I find?
So you found there's 8 small lock boxes under
God, that's a
the
lot.
beds.
All right, while you describe everything else, I'm just gonna roll 8 dice and see if I unlock any 8 at a time.
Can you unlock things, or do you have to break
I have
them?
sleight of hand. I assume that's all I need. And a street knife.
Would you like a rusty nail
You're
to borrow?
gonna need something a little slimmer than a knife.
Not at all. But it's opened unlocked doors before, and it was
'Kay.
pretty hot. Like I said, I will roll them, and you can continue with the descriptions, and I will give you the terrible numbers later.
Okay, go ahead. Roll with disadvantage for using a knife.
Oh my god, I think you told me that last time too. All right, I'll do it for 8 times. So 16 times, I'll do it. You run the numbers, Kurt. You do the do.
No, I'm not. You roll your own number.
I'm rolling my numbers. I want Kurt to describe everything else that's happening around me, breaking my knife against fucking stupid chests and garbage.
I heard about the Iron Maiden, so I'm very intrigued about this poem.
Okay, so Riven, you heard Daniel kind of like exasperatedly see something about the Iron Maiden, then give up and start trying to pick locks with the knife. Do you want to check out the Iron Maiden?
Yes.
You go over to where Daniel was kind of like checking out the Iron Maiden, and you can see kind of where like the padlock is, as well as kind of like that small kind of like scribbled in script above where the padlock is. As you read it again, so the little like riddle says, I feed children standing, I feed adults when I'm dead. You hear a bell before you see me, and I fear the stairs. The key is in my mind.
It's a cow. Feed children standing, you milk it. You feed children when you're dead, you kill it. Your stairs, cows can't go downstairs. It's a cow.
What the fuck?
Daniel's never seen a cow.
It was a cow.
Yeah, they don't like to do stairs.
Yeah, cows can walk upstairs. They can't walk downstairs.
I mean, I don't know if you say it's a cow or you just I don't know the whole
I
key
know
of
the
mind
Sphinx
thing.
one. I don't know no fucking cow one, all right?
I didn't know that one until just tonight, but
I think we need to cut a cow open and get a key out of it. What it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the room and see if there's anything cow-shaped in this room that I see.
So
Is there a cow statue or a cow drawing or?
there's no cows, although there was like 1 or 2 cows that was, I guess, in like the farm fields, like above in like the butcher shop.
We have to go to the cow level now. This just turned into Diablo.
It's in the cow heads.
I wonder if Orton is a cow. Maybe Orton is a cow druid. Why would you choose to be a cow?
Oh my god. I'm done with my dice rolls.
I'm
by
also
the
gonna
way.
examine the padlock while I'm at it and see if it looks magical or mundane.
Roll Arcana.
Can't I just roll like I'm a fucking rogue?
Do you want to try to unlock it? That'd
I
be the
do.
rogue.
Ooh.
Instant
Okay.
death.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see a 4 on there.
That was before when I just wanted to see if it was magical. So I clearly don't know if it's magical. I got like a 5 on my Arcana check.
As you're like kind of fiddling with it and like getting out your tools, you do see that there's small strange markings along the lock.
Okay, well that freaks me out. There's small, strange writings on this lock.
It's not letters like the poem is or the riddle is. It's different markings you can't read.
I'm gonna say, gentlemen, we need something related to a cow to unlock this magical lock.
Oh my god. Is the DM making fun of us? Did we need the meat?
No, there's some like cow heads like upstairs. Maybe the keys in there. Like when I was like rummaging around and not doing. No.
Wait, so what does it mean the key is in the mind?
It's in the brain of the cow. We have to stick our hands inside of a cow's head and feel around its brains until we find a key.
Is there any other markings on this thing? This Iron Maiden
It looks just decorated. I mean, it's got like a woman's face, but then the rest of it just looks like it's made out of iron, but it's all looks like a wrapped up woman on the outside, and so most of it's fairly smooth. And it just has like just a padlock that has it closed. There is a keyhole at the bottom of the padlock, and then the riddle scribbled right above it into the iron. And you can see that the padlock does have some kind of arcane looking markings in the lock itself.
The key is... What was the exact last line?
The key is in my mind.
That's as in it's not a real thing.
I literally think it's in a cow's brain.
I mean, is there like a... is it like the Iron Maiden's mind? Like, is there...
Oh, is there like a grandfather clock type of opening?
Yeah, is there like an opening at the head of the thing that has like...
It just looks like a woman, like a not very detailed, but it's a woman's face. And then looks like it's wrapped up. But there doesn't seem to be any like outlines or any like openings.
Okay, so I think if someone did shove a key inside of the brain of a cow, that cow would be acting very strangely. So at the very least, we can go see if there's a strangely acting cow upstairs.
Sure could.
Dalana, roll a wisdom check.
Still, I was like, this is some sex cult lingo. I know this.
8.
You don't remember.
I'm gonna smack Dalana and say, remember.
I don't remember. I only remember that we have 42 pounds of meat back home.
I only remember the riddle about the rabbit, not the cow.
Do you mind reciting the poem one more time?
It says, I feed children standing, I feed adults when I am dead. You hear a bell before you see me, and I fear the stairs. The key is in my mind.
I fear the stairs. That part I don't get.
Which I guess is cows?
Yeah, cows have like the spindly little legs. I don't know.
Cows can walk upstairs, they cannot walk downstairs.
But who said that? Since when?
That's like a real thing.
Don't argue with me, I'm from Wisconsin.
I know cows.
Is Riven from Wisconsin?
Yeah, is Riven from Cowland?
Metagaming.
Yeah, I know. Should I roll a knowledge cows check?
A nature check?
Somehow in your noble background, you know about cows and stairs.
My noble family, which is all about mining, is like, oh yeah, cows also.
Mining and dairy.
You diversify.
At the very least, we should see if there's a cow with a bell on its neck, right? That's at least in the right direction.
Sure.
We should try and make it walk down the stairs.
How did you know it was cows, Henry? Is this a thing?
Okay, I don't know how it suddenly occurred to me, but just thinking about it as I feed children when I'm standing up was as
Boobies?
I get it. I was imagining the children standing up and the adults being dead. Not whatever the fuck it was. Like, yeah, I was like, what feeds adults when they're dead? Like dirt? Worms?
Invest meat.
But I get it. Yeah, we're really leaning into the whole meat situation here.
Brought to you by Tyson.
Yeah, brought to you by Jack Links. It's not the truth, but it's what it is.
Ingus, do you want to go look for this cow?
I'm going to unshackle myself so that it's easier, and then I'm going to go upstairs.
Sure.
And I'm going to look and see if there's a cow that has a bell on it.
I'm going to drill its brain empty. While he climbs up the stairs, in the amount of time of them all reading a riddle, I got a 1, a 19, an 11, a 13, a 10, a 1, a 7, and a 1.
That's a lot of ones, dude.
Yeah, I got 3 ones
Okay.
when rolling to unlock anything, which was very exciting because those ones were the first roll of each disadvantage, which I was very like, spot on. But the 19, that better have a cow inside that chest. I swear to God.
Nope. In that chest, there's 14 silver
Sick.
and 10 gold.
Okay.
That's respectable. You could buy 40 pounds of meat.
And it looks like a set of kind of like commoner's clothes.
So are we just going to make this our party's thing? Like, we're going to spend the whole campaign just buying bunches of meat.
Or just excessive amounts of anything.
Plot twist.
Next time it'll be feathers. We'll buy 42 gold of feathers.
Can you imagine how much meat we can get when we sell that breastplate? 2,000 gold meat?
Don't you dare.
You wish. That 19, the only one that got anything?
The rest of the box is just with that knife. You're not able to get in there.
Yeah, and I don't waste time. I'm not gonna spend my time more than once on a thing. Yeah.
In the dark, in the rain, I'm going to be looking around the barnyard to see if there's cows in particular, where the cows would be.
So since it's raining, you'd think they would be like in the larger barn, in which case the barn doors have just been left open in like the large barn that's connected to like the back room of the butcher shop.
I'm going to scurry in there, and then if I see cows, I'm going to look and see if any of them are wearing bells.
You do see that there's 2 cows that are just kind of like in stables and they're chewing away at some hay. Both of them have bronze bells on. They kind of look at you in a cow way.
So this is my theory, is that there's literally a key inside of the brain of one of these cows.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is maybe do a perception check to see if I see like anything off about the cow's head. Like, is there some sort of like healed incision or something like surgical about it, or like part of the eye socket that's injured or something? This is getting really dark.
Roll investigate as you kind of, because you can go right up to these cows. They don't seem to mind being handled.
If they kick me, I'm dead. Investigate. I have a +2 to investigate. 6. Yeah.
As you check out the cows, it seems like they're untouched. Like, I guess, like, there seems to be no wounds on them. They seem to be like dairy cows.
But they have bells. I'm just...
They're very friendly.
Yeah. In my head, it's like, so he only does the torture thing on Tuesdays. Maybe like there's like a butchering of cows on a certain day, and then... Well, why would you go to such lengths to put something inside of an alive cow? Dalana was saying that maybe there's like heads in the butcher shop. Maybe he hides a key in there. I'm very confused. And my one moment of being able to tell via perception failed miserably.
Yeah, I'm gonna start picking some of those locks that Daniel couldn't and see if maybe there's some like cow figurines in there or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave before Riven decides to do that. I'm gonna leave and be like, I got nothing, and then I'm gonna walk towards the Iron Maiden or whatever, and I'm gonna look at it. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna use my thieves tools so that I don't have disadvantage on everything.
Riven, roll for the other 7 lockboxes.
Yeah, there are 7 of them.
Just plus dex, I guess, so that'd be 14, 21,
You count it out, you figure it out.
22.
Okay. And so, Daniel, you check out the...
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna think about it some more, and then I'm gonna ask the surrounding party members, what do you think it means? Because I still don't know. I don't know it's cows.
Dek, I think you're still down there.
Yeah, I believe I am. Well, I guess I was kind of with Dalana and all them, but I've come back up.
So, Senior DM, I have gotten a 19, an 8, a 9, a 22, a 14, 21, and 14.
You were able to open 3 of them.
Were there any cow-related items in them?
Nope, but there was 21 gold.
Woo!
Pretty hot.
And only 18 silver between those. And then also it looks like, again, commoner clothes.
Does it look like there's
Mm-hmm.
an actual key that fits into this lock?
Inside any of the lock boxes? No.
Inside
There's
of
no
the
keys.
Iron
No,
Maiden.
I mean the Iron Maiden, like that. It's actually. Does it look like a keyhole? That's
There is a keyhole.
so a physical key belongs in this thing.
There's a physical key that goes into the bottom of the padlock that has the kind of the symbols carved into it, yes.
If it's a physical key, can't you just pick it?
Can Daniel attempt to pick it with his fucking street knife?
Yes.
Sick. With disadvantage, I assume.
Yes, because you're using a knife.
Real quick, is it late enough in the day that the meat shop is closed, or is it still open?
Ingus, you're inside the barn. You do not see a light coming in from, because at the far end of the barn, there's a part where it connects to like the back room of the butcher shop.
Uh-huh.
You do not see any light coming in from that door. So it looks like it's closed. And there's no lights coming from within the building itself.
All right. Well, other people can go, but my next step is to break into that meat shop.
So I rolled a 19 and a 20 on the dice for breaking into the whatever thing, the Iron Maiden, and I have a +5 on the thing. So it's a 24 minimum. I was really impressed. I was like, I'm gonna roll 2 dice at the same time. That way, I don't ruin, I don't soil the virginity of one dice with its disadvantage. And I got a 19 and a fucking 20. And I was like, ooh, it's a shame I didn't get 2 20s.
And so, what was it, a 20?
It was a 24.
You jam a knife into there, and you kind of wiggle it around, and as you wiggle it around, you can feel like static building up in your body, and so your hair, do you have longer hair, or do you have...
It is
your
longer
short?
hair, sure, yeah. That's what the concept art looks like.
And so your hair starts to like stand up on end, but you somehow find a little nook in there to get it in, and you hear a little, and the padlock opens. And then your hair, as soon as it opens, your hair dies back down.
I got it, guys!
I can't believe you opened that with a goddamn knife.
Again, it was 2 dice. They're right here. I was very impressed. I was like, 2 different dice? I got $1 million. Why don't I roll 2 at the same time? And then it happened.
Until someone comes to get me, I'm going to assume that I have to break into a butcher shop and stick my hand in some dead cow's
We're
heads.
gonna let you hang out there.
Get some more meat for your money.
Okay, real quick, who's still down where, like, who's, like, watching Daniel do this? So, Riven, you're opening boxes. Deck, are you still down with Daniel?
Yeah, I'm still giving him the. Oh, you want me to smash some shit?
This is like a Rusty Nail 2.0. Like, there's no way we should have been able to pick that.
It's hard, but hey, the dice have spoken. He's able to open this thing. And then Dalana and Eli, are both of you back up the ladder? So, like, kind of up with Ingus or in, like, the fields?
No, we're down here.
No, I haven't left yet, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are down there. So you guys have seen that Daniel has opened the padlock.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the top of the stairs for, our friends.
Just in case they, come back up.
I'm so sorry, Ingus. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the clown halfling is up butchering cattle.
I'm going to break into the meat shop first to see if there's any already decapitated cows and stick my hand in their head so I don't have to kill any cows.
And so you go up to, there's kind of like a sliding barn door, and you can see that it's, as you, like, try to slide it open, it looks like it's, like, locked from the inside.
I don't think we'll be able to pick that lock.
And so there's really no way to pick it from this side of it.
All right, well, I'm going to turn back around and I'm going to look at the cows and I'm going to contemplate for a very long time whether it's appropriate to... There's 2 cows, and in my interpretation, the key is in the head of one of them, but I'd have to murder 2 cows in order to do it, and I think that I don't have the conscience to do it, so I'm going to turn around and return to the hole.
But they're cows. Like, there's a bunch of real lives on the line.
They're gonna get, killed, tomorrow anyway, right?
I'm not going to be the one that kills
They
the
have
cow.
to restore the stock of meat that they sold us.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you guys sold them out, so they're gonna have to kill all the animals to restock.
We're already gonna eat their friends. We've already eaten part of their friends.
Whatever.
Out of the interest of time, I'm going to decide that I don't have the guts to kill a cow right now, and I'm going to go back down the hole.
Seeing no, easy entrance into the back room of the butcher shop, you had to kind of, back down the entrance way into the secret underground lair. And you see that everyone's kind of maybe waiting for you, but that Daniel has opened the padlock on his own.
I'd be like, thank God, I was about to stick my hand in a cow's head.
Wait, was that the riddle? Was it cows? And then I'm gonna throw the spent padlock across the room.
Then you throw the padlock across the spent room, and it hits one of the walls, and you see there's this little burst of electricity as it smacks up against the wall and then hits the floor.
That's a dumb answer to a riddle.
Let's open this up.
You are able to open up the sides of the Iron Maiden if you'd like to.
Yes, the quest desires it.
I'm gonna draw my bow in anticipation.
My fists are always at the ready.
Open up the Iron Maiden, and it swings open silently. And on the inside of the door, there's obviously spikes, what you'd see inside a classical torture device. On the inside, across from the door that you just opened, there's an inky blackness. It's almost like a sheet of pure black that you can't seem to see through. Pitch black. As soon as you get past the top of where the iron goes back, it's just pitch black. You can't see the back of the thing.
Wait, is this kind of like our magic portal that we use to get into our secret meeting room?
Yeah, Daniel's like, oh man, it's really dark in there, as he starts to put the hand above his eyes and start to walk forward into the blackness.
So you walk forward into it?
Yeah, 100%.
Is anyone else going to do anything as Daniel just walks into the inky blackness?
It's dark as hell, dudes. And I walk forward.
Probably should have put a rope on him before he...
You would think, but there's plot. There's plot going. We gotta progress it, you know.
Anybody want to do anything as he's going in?
I'm gonna follow him, but I'm gonna be stealthy about it.
We are the stealthy boys. I should have thought that.
Weapons out, I guess.
Yep, I'll follow everybody else, but I'll tap my waist to make sure I have my umbrella rapier ready to go.
Silly.
Daniel, you go into the inky blackness, kind of peering forward, and you go into it, and as you step into the darkness, you can't see anything right away. And a couple steps in, eventually the inky blackness just opens up. So as you kind of step through the inky blackness, you immediately find yourself in some sort of large subterranean, what looks like a laboratory.
Oh,
So you
sick.
can see that there's tables with surgical tools and papers are scattered around the stone room. So in the middle of the room, glowing embers outline like a blacksmith's forge. Again in the center, and you hear kind of a pained, monstrous gasping echoing from the back of the room. So you step through and you find yourself kind of in this, what looks like a laboratory. And on one of the tables, you can see what it looks like. On one of the tables in front of you, there's like a dead kind of cut up person on one of the tables.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
So Daniel, what would you like to do? So you're the first one to kind of enter this.
Whoa!
But yep, this is what it leads to.
And I move a square away so another party member can
Also
enter
enter.
the fray. And I go, whoa, that's crazy, as I sidestep 5 feet, grab claw style. And I notice that there are some members of the opposite party to the south of me. Mayhaps that's it, to the south of me. And I say, whoa! And I wait for the rest of the party as Devin finds his fucking missing dice.
Did we all said that we were stepping in pretty much, right?
Who would be the one that would step in immediately after Daniel?
I would.
No, I'd say
Stealthy.
Deck, the gruesome twosome. It's either the gruesome twosome or the stealthy boys.
I'm gonna bring Deck in there second.
Right on. Yeah, I kind of figured that I'd have like a hand on Daniel's shoulder as he walks in, so I'm kind of just like following him through, basically.
Daniel makes connections. Daniel keeps his talons into any resources, I guess. Either the gruesome twosome or the stealthy boys.
Daniel, as you enter, you really don't hear anything other than kind of like that gasping and kind of like gnashing coming from like the back of the room. Deck, as you enter, both of you kind of hear like kind of a strange, kind of like slurred voice echoing from different parts of the room. You can't really tell where. It says kind of like in a slurred, strange way. It goes, "Stop, intruders. Go back through my portal."
He doesn't say or else. If he doesn't say or else, I say no.
You're not my supervisor.
Yeah, you're not my real dad.
Are you Orton, I ask?
That's my favorite response to anything.
And the voice goes, "I don't know how you broke into my laboratory, assassins, but go back from where you came from."
I'll fucking cut you. And I hope the rest of the party is funneling in as I'm intimidating this man.
I don't know what to do because you didn't threaten to punch him, and that just throws me off.
You're right. All right. Yeah, I go, hold on, wait. I'll punch you. I'll make the noise, but I'll just put the fist out. It's
I'm
fantasy
tuned in
land. You can
now.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll follow. Once everybody else is in, I'll be in.
Everyone else begins to pour in, and you hear the voice again and again in like a slurred tone. It says, "I don't know what they paid you, but I'll pay twice as much. Go back."
You'll pay 5 times as much.
And that'll come down to 5,000 gold.
I'll look at the rest of the party and say, they paid us? And then keep my fist up.
Cease the slaughtering of street healers. That's what I'll just yell that out as a little halfling.
Oh, you're real. You're reading the script.
They're dying for a good cause.
Money?
What causes that?
How much money? And then I'll keep my fists up.
As if assassins actually cared. To heal the roving death.
I'm my face is kind of go slack at that and be like, I'm gonna kind of like put my gear down and kind of, I don't understand how can you heal the roving death? The Scourge Herders have tried for a long time, and who are you to say that you can do this when an organization dedicated for hundreds of years has not been able to find any solution to this?
Daniel's looking for a source of the voice.
Roll perception.
Okay. Oh, not the one that's got a 1 showing.
Turns out there's a curtain and there's just blood like spraying over it.
Okay. It's a 13.
You're not sure where it's coming from. It kind of sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
Can anyone else tell where it's coming from?
Everybody, I'm going to do like a group perception, so everybody roll perception. Other than Daniel, you got yours. If half of you get it, then you'll get it.
I rolled a 21 total.
19.
23
Nine.
total?
So the group got it.
Good job, group.
The group can tell that it's coming from behind the front table. So Eli, I'm going to back you up a little bit.
I was gonna go look at this dude over here.
You can tell that it's coming from a table that's directly behind, kind of like where like the blacksmith's workshop is, kind of like behind the table with like a whole bunch of tools on it, kind of behind like the pile of like burning embers.
To the eastern side most of the wall.
It's echoing off the walls, but you guys can pinpoint that it is coming from behind that table originally, although you can't see him.
It's like across the way from us, like immediately jumping out of the portal. Yeah.
Going back to Dek, what was your question? I know you had
My question for asking the voice, or
the voice, yeah.
what makes you think that a single person, that you have a solution for the roving death when the Scourge Purgers have been dedicated to finding the answer to that question for hundreds of years and haven't gotten anything?
The Scourge Purgers were not able to sacrifice what it takes to cure the Scourge. It takes lives. It takes gold and lives. But I believe that Father Solomon has found a way.
Who's that?
Let me guess. This is one of those the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few situations. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
How many lives would it cost to cure the purge?
Deck setting up deals.
Dozens to cure and protect thousands? We're so close.
Why, if you want to...
Again, go back the way you came, and I will pay you double whatever they paid you to kill me.
How could you prove that you've got a cure?
We don't have a cure yet, but we're so close.
Wait, who gets to decide who the dozens are?
I do. We take the dregs of society. What else? What other good do they do for everyone? Sitting on the streets? Beggars? Here, their lives can actually mean something. They can save others.
Daniel spits on his fucking fists. And he fucking rubs him on his gi, and he says, "Dregs, you say? You're going down!" If there's a moment of a next time on, Daniel moves in for the kill. Like, he moves his full 40 feet worth of bonus movement now that he's level 2 for the kids at home studying the player's handbook. He gets a bonus 10 feet worth of movement for being level 2 as a monk. And so he zooms straight forward to now the pinpointed voice talking about his fucking gambling bunny. He's like, "You'll never sacrifice," let me look at, "Kevin, Graham, Locke, and Craig," and he'll do it again. He'll spit and shine his fists on his gi and start moving 40 feet towards the baddie in a hostile, blood-fueled movement in his eyes.
Your footsteps start going forward, and the voice again goes, "Stop where you are. It's not just me in this laboratory. This isn't worth your lives."
Daniel keeps going, and he just fucking zooms through, pushes away, blind fury, fighting for the common man on the streets, saying, "There ain't no dregs in my handbook."
And then you hear kind of like in the slurred voice before kind of call out from where you can tell is behind the table. And it goes, "Guardians, awaken! The servant of your master is in danger!" And on like the side wall off to your right, you can see two what looks like suits of armor suddenly like electrify with this like blue light, and they suddenly be able to move off of the wall towards you. And we'll stop there.
Good place.
Thanks so much for joining us on another quest. Be sure to tune in next time to keep up with the continuing adventures of our crew. How will this fight pan out? You can check out the video version of our adventures on YouTube, or you can listen to them as podcasts wherever podcasts are found. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Heads Must Roll on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.